Hello. There we go. There's the game. Hello. Hi, friends. Okay, so it did take just opening and closing the game for it to figure out how audio exists. To turn it down a little bit. But hello. Silas Sweater. Yes. Silas Sweater. Rip my streak. Oh no, it's okay. It's okay. I wish I can turn off the stream streak thing, but I can't. It is physically embedded, baked into Twitch's system. I physically cannot turn it off. That's why, that's like one of the reasons why, the check-in cheese is like, I mean, granted, it's gonna change once we swap overlays and stuff, but I don't want people to feel pressured to join to maintain a streak or to feel like they have to be here for every single stream. Like, it's wonderful that you do want to be here for every single stream, but I also know time zones are hard. To use you, Anna, as an example, like, time zones are difficult. And I know I stream late at night in your time zone, and there are days like today where like I took today off, which like I had planned weeks, months in advance to have today off, so I could prep for the con tomorrow and like de-winterify my apartment. Also, yes, this did come with an arm cuff with this, and I'm very happy about it. But yeah, I wish I could turn it off, or at least like give more people some grace if they can't be here for a stream streak, you know? But I don't have that power, unfortunately. But hello, friends. Happy to have you. Spider! Thank you for 35 months. Time zones be weird as hell. I'll be damned if I don't get to spend time in this phenomenal and beautiful channel with all you lovely people. Oh, Spider! I appreciate you. Thank you. Happy almost Valentine's Day. Chat, do you want to be my Valentine? Let me pray, please. The cherry on top be my Valentine. Well, actually, sorry. Actually, Dumbface Crown has to be my Valentine. He's coming to KatsuCon with me tomorrow. He's coming along with me. I have to figure out what bag I'm bringing, because I have my photo cards and my ducks that I want to hand out, and I got the roses and everything. Y'all are cute. I'm gonna read up on chat real fast because I do know there are some things that were said that I want you to respond to verbally instead of just typing my thoughts and feelings into Twitch chat. BLT for dinner. I honestly, when I read that, I thought, bit for dinner. I'm like, bit what for dinner? Like, what the fuck is a bit? And I realized, like, oh, that's an L, not an I. Girl, you can read. Hi, Susie. Hi, Anna. Okay, just had dinner and work was pretty chill today. Nice. Glad work was chill. What did you have for dinner? Hi, Barda. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Hi, Julie. Always can be normal sometimes. No. It will not ever be normal. And my week was eventful. Yeah, because we didn't get to talk a lot on Tuesday because we had James. And I feel weird, like, chatting about like my life when James and his community is also here. So I was like, I don't know what to do. So we didn't get to chat about anything over the last like weekend before then. Well, I'll read through chat first, then I'll recount the tea. Actually, I had an okay week, still getting used to new haircut. Yes, the floofening, as I've referred to it as. Tired, how about you all? Ever suddenly realize that you have way more weekend work than you expected? No, because again, I'm not a PhD student, but also, if I am, so like if there's 2 weekends, right? No days off from work. There's 2 weekends, and I do something that prior weekend, the first weekend. Because like normally I try to not do like too many things in one weekend, especially if I don't take time off, because otherwise I get so tired and I get so drained, because I like to at least have a day where like I can clean up my apartment, I can get all my stream stuff done, I can just take it easy and relax without having to, you know, go out and do anything, and also recover social battery. And if I don't have like a weekend or a day in a weekend to like do all those things, then I feel so tired and drained. And then like during the week, I'm just like, everything's a mess and I hate it here. So I'm glad I took Friday and Monday next week off, because I didn't know what days for Katsukan I would be going to this weekend. So I wanted to cover all my bases, essentially. And also, this weekend is when I have to finish all the stuff with the tarot deck. All of my prints need to get not printed. I need to put the order in Monday. That is my drop dead deadline for myself. So Sunday is going to basically be like recuperating from the event. And I think, am I doing grocery shopping on? Oh no, I have to leave the house on Monday. So I think Sunday is going to be like my big like push and recoup day. Chaotic. Long story I tried to make short. My friend found me a high-paying job as a caretaker in kindergarten, and the day I tried to look after kids, 4 to 5 years old, I was stressed the fuck out, and the manager I got in touch with through my friend is being really nice and patient and is currently trying to find a smaller group for me. How many students were you with originally? But regardless, like 4 to 5 year olds, they're rough. Very cute, but rough. Like, it takes a certain kind of person to work with that age group. I am not that person. I'm not that person. Like, I knew the second I got assigned elementary school for my student teaching placements, I'm like, yeah, nah. Thank God it was grades 3 through 5, so they were 8 to 10, 11 years old. So it wasn't as bad, but still, like, it is a certain kind of energy and mental attitude that you need to have. So I'm glad they're able to work with you, because I'm not sure like your ability as a person, like how you feel about like working with kids that age, but like I'm pretty sure like those skills can be taught. But again, it's like a lot of like mental energy too and emotional ability. So like hopefully it's not too big of like a learning curve in a way, especially if it's something you really want to do. Funny enough, the day before that, I went there just to see how they work, learn the schedule, and some kids were playing with me, and it was fine. One girl was constantly hugging me. Aww. I remember one of the teachers I worked with doing some of my observation hours, she always told me, especially because it was elementary school, she always told me, you're never the first person, if a child hugs you, first of all, they have to be the one that offers the hug. You cannot offer the hug. They have to offer the hug. Because, again, that's weird if you're offering to hug a child. That's weird. They have to offer the hug. Second, you cannot be the person to let go first. Because you don't know what they're going through, what's going on behind closed doors. You don't know how bad or how much they need that hug. Or, like, to feel safe. So you always let the child initiate, and then they're the first ones to let go, is what I've always been taught. Hi Spider, welcome. I'm reading through on chat. OMG, the sweater, thank you. I got all of my clothing merch yesterday. It was a package at my door, because like I was like driving home. I'm like, yeah, like this is the start of my 4-day weekend. Yeah, it's gonna be great. And I had a pink package at my door. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? And then I didn't realize it until I came down the stairs, got to it, and like nudged it with my foot. I'm like, oh, it's soft. Oh, it's my clothes. It's my clothes. But I didn't actually open the package until later that night yesterday, because I was like, I need food. I need to stare at a wall for a little bit. Even though yesterday I kind of did jack shit at work. I did stuff. My stuff got done that needed to get done. But like, I got so much free food yesterday. So much free food yesterday at work. It was crazy. We had a Dean's List celebration for our students who got like a 3-point. They made Dean's List. I forget what the GPA requirement is. So we had leftover food from that. We had leftover food from a Lunar New Year event we did earlier the week. So we had that. Then one of the event management people on one of the upper levels had a just event for staff and faculty to like, oh, like, yeah, it's Valentine's Day. Like, yeah, like, come get some free food and stuff. So there was that food too. Then I had the sandwich I brought. And I was like, okay, so I literally snacked the entire afternoon. The entire afternoon, I just ate food. I maybe saw 1 or 2 students yesterday. Maybe 3. I think I saw 3 in total. I don't remember. I'm good, a little EP, but we're vibing today. Good, good. I turned off my alarms today. It felt very, very nice. Happy almost Valentine's to all who celebrate from a local Arrow Ace. Very true. Valentine's is whatever you make it to be. So I was probably be like, I was looking for that sweater. Only you can wear it better than me, kitten. Yeah, it is a tad short though, but I like how it fits like everywhere else. So it's more, that's a me issue, not a sizing issue from the Etsy seller. That's a me issue. Same with the Caleb jacket. Like the Caleb jacket does not fit in my hips, but that is a me problem, not the seller problem. I just like how it fits, like proportion wise. So I sacrifice being able to zip it up because I just like the way the proportions work. So. Hi, Jesse. Good to see you. Thank you for the 7 stream streak. Afternoon stream? Yes, because I took off work today. Because I was like, hey, how about we just like chill and vibe for an afternoon? Why not? Why not? Because like I took off work, so it's like I can stream whenever I want to. Just chilling, just hanging out. Anyone have weekend plans? Mashed potatoes with beef and yummy sauce. Ooh, that sounds really good. Bought my parents boxes of candies for Valentine's. Nice. What flavor candy? I've put in my grocery shop some hair, nails, and skin vitamins to take, so hopefully that will help. But yeah, Leon Kennedy, hair floof. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, you've done so much. The tarot deck is going to look fabulous. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see how it all comes together with the guidebook. I just ordered off Etsy a carrying thing, like a deck holder, because with the place I'm going to be buying this from, like the deck from, or having it printed from, it won't come with a deck holder, so I needed to buy one. So I found one on Etsy that I'm like, that's like custom to some extent. It's a little zip up thing, almost like a clutch purse, like a coin purse. So I'm really, really excited. I'm really, really excited. Hi, Silver. Good to see you. I have almost every killer adept. Nice. I love that for you. I played one game of 2v8 and said, nah, man, I'm out. Like, this ain't it. I'm out. I'm out. I missed my scavenger toolbox build. Please let me have that back. Thank you. Did anyone of my DVD girlies see that they were not offering like a mega blood point bonus for playing Survivor for 2v8, and people were big mad about it, which is, you know what, valid. If you want people to play 2v8 that badly, you need to make the incentive more, my guy. No like 1.10 times. No, we need the 3.25 times is what we need. We need the sweet BP. Please and thank you. Stop making a drought on not actual money currency a thing, please and thank you. Keep on forgetting tomorrow's Valentine's because my partner does not celebrate, so we've never celebrated. That's valid. That's valid. Figure out what I'm wearing to dinner with C tomorrow. Ooh. Do you have options? Would you like the weight? Would you like the opinions of the council trustees, aka chat? Because we can help with that. Me personally, I could never have a Valentine's. Nah, it's just I don't have a girlfriend. That's also valid. That's valid. But also is I don't have a girlfriend yet, though. yet is the key phrase there, my friend. I have not celebrated Valentine's Day properly in like 4 years, 5 years. I don't remember. It's whenever after I broke up. Whatever the year after I broke up with my exes. Broke up with him in 2022 after. Oh, so this will be the 3rd year I have not celebrated Valentine's Day technically. Like I think we've done stream stuff celebrating it, but we haven't like actually formally. Like I have not formally celebrated Valentine's Day, which is the fun part about KatsuCon, because it normally falls on Valentine's Day weekend, so people will do like Valentine's exchange things. Like there will be like purposeful meetups where people get together to exchange like Valentines with each other. So that's really fun. So because the day I'm going falls on Valentine's Day, like I need to look at the schedule to see what they have going on for that. Even though I don't have necessarily like Valentines, I have photo cards that I can give people, but I don't have like actual Valentines to give people. Good Tree is a self-love day. You deserve the rose and chocolate too. That is also very valid. That is also incredibly valid. Yes. Go treat yourself to some 75% off Valentine's Day chocolate, because they gotta put the Easter chocolate somewhere. They gotta put the St. Patty's decorations somewhere. Ooh, you're going to a birthday party tomorrow. That's fun. The gym and some Texas Roadhouse rolls do great. Ooh! Texas Roadhouse, my actual beloved. I love those rolls from Texas Roadhouse. I have the butter in my fridge, actually. I've not been there in quite a while. I might have to check to see if I have gift cards, because like I might invite my friends to come with me at some point, because I have gift cards. If I have gift cards, I want to use the gift cards. Weekend plans is play more Resident Evil, maybe buy RE3 and 4, because I'm kind of hooked. That is so valid. Did you finish RE2, or are you not done with RE2 yet? I don't remember. Please show it off when you get the chance. Oh, absolutely. I am going to show off the deck when I get it. We're going to probably do an entire unboxing stream, because I have to buy so many prints and stuff to stock my vending stall with at this pop-up I'm going to. So we're probably going to do an entire unboxing stream, honestly, is what's going to happen. For mom, I got Raffaello's. I probably pronounced that wrong. And for my dad, I got chocolate candy. Nice. For me, it showed up as 3.5 BP. Yeah, it was like like right when they like switched it over to 2v8, it was not updating accordingly for whatever reason, or they weren't putting the incentive. So it's now updated. It's now fine, but they released the 13th Survivor and Killer Rank BP thingy. 13th Survivor and Killer Rank BP. Killer. You mean 13th Killer for 2v8, right? Because it's Chucky. Chucky's the 13th. Methinks. Like for the first time the other night since November was an experience. Yeah, that was wild. It is, and also today is Friday the 13th. That is very true. Which also means March will also have a Friday the 13th as well. That'll be spring break for me. Yeah, it is a situation. That's valid. I have 3 options. One is a burgundy velvet dress that is form-fitting, a red off-the-shoulder dress that is somewhat fitted, and a pink floofy dress that is short. Well, I don't know the temperature of where you live or what tomorrow's temperature will be. But I am not voting for pink floofy dress that is short because you're gonna be cold. At least in my logic, like I would be cold. I am flirting with the idea of the burgundy velvet dress, because we love a good velvet, and also burgundy. Red off the shoulder dress also sounds kind of fun, but also it's gonna depend on like, do you want it form fitting or do you want it to be a little loose? Generally speaking. Last 3 years I tried getting those discount chocolate boxes, but alas I've been thwarted every time. How have you been thwarted, Spider? What? Do I need to mail you one? For me, it's Single Awareness Day year 22. Because you're feeling 22. It's also pretty cringe, not gonna lie. I mean, anyone can celebrate any day as whatever they want. I'm pretty sure there's historical context for it being called Valentine's Day. If people want to celebrate, it's their right to celebrate. I only celebrate when I'm in a relationship, otherwise it's a day. That's me for Christmas. Honestly, it is a day where most of my friends are AFK because they are celebrating Christmas while I sit and read Love and Deep Space cards, because that's what I did for this Christmas. 8 years in a relationship and no Valentine's, I can live without it, LMAO. Plus, it's sad for me because I cannot eat chocolate. That is also true. That's also true. Would rather die than no chocolate. Valid. Very close to the end of Claire's story in RE2. I am Chaos Gremlin incarnate. Yes, you are. High of 56 tomorrow. Nice. It is also going to be that temperature here as well tomorrow, which will be very nice. I want all the white stuff melted. I want it all melted. I want the ice melted. Figuratively and literally. Take that as you will. Year 1, I had work. Year 2, they swapped out for the chocolate the day of. Year 3, I was in France and the shops were closed. Oh no! Oh no. Such a pity. Okay, so this is your year, right? This is the year. This is the year that you're getting your discounted Valentine's Day chocolate, right? I'm speaking it into existence. Fittedness is based on how much the post-period bloatedness has gone down. That's so valid. Also, Julie, I'm pretty sure you're passing your period to me, by the way. I've been bloated for like a week. A full week. I need it to just happen. I know it's coming. I need it to happen. Can you just like fully pass it to me now, please? Thanks. Thank you. Yesterday I mentioned on other stream about your microwave salad monstrosity and everyone in chat including stream was demanding answers. Susie's getting famous in other people's chats. What the fuck? I have to get it. There's no choice. Right. No choice. No choice. It's your year, Spider. This can happen. It's all yours. Have fun with it. Thank you. Thank you. Did my toes into a little bit more clear obscure E33 after watching a friendo complete it. Dang, I should totally play more JRPG games more often. I don't know if it's classified as like a Japanese role-playing game. Like a JRPG. I don't think it's classified as that. But like games like Persona, I guess. That would, I think, be technically a Japanese JRPG. A great JRPG. Xenoblade. I knew that was coming. Me too, I guess, because my period ended yesterday. Oops. Gee, thanks. Thanks, Anna. Maybe that's why it's mega delayed. Because it's not only coming from the West Coast, but it's also coming across an ocean. Hi, Ray. Good to see you. How are you? We're just chilling and chatting. Persona is the kind of vibe I got from the game. Yeah, I've been told that E33 is kind of like a combination of Persona, Final Fantasy, and like one or two other games like combined together. Persona and Final Fantasy being two of them. How are you, Lot? We're here, which is better than being in the office working. So, Elden Ring? Maybe Elden Ring? With like the little, with like the parrying and stuff, and you have to time it correctly, maybe? It says March 2nd, 3rd, so fuck my uterus, apparently. I mean, mine's always wrong, because my period, I don't have like standard birth control or anything like that. We just let it do its thing. I'm already medicated for ADHD. I'm not about to try to like do two medications at once and try to figure out what is causing what. I'm not, no thank you, I'm good. Hope you're well and not getting fisted by Jetpack Cat. Yo, I had such a fun game last night. It was the last game I played. We were playing in Overwatch. We were playing on Blizzard World Defend. I was tank. This is 6v6 open queue. I was the only tank. Let that sink in for a hot second. So we lost the cap, lost first point, second point. And we held final point for it was literally in overtime and we lost. They pushed it to the end, but still really, really good game. The jetpack cat, because I was the only tank. I think we had, it was either 3 DPS or 3 support. I can't remember. It was obviously one of the two. It might have been 3 support towards the end because they were just throwing heals at me to keep me up because I'm the only tank and like I was doing shit. I was getting shit done, okay? And we both had a jetpack cat on our team. So the jetpack cat on the other team would ult. And because Blizzard World Third Point has that chasm that you can fall into, so jetpack cat on the other team, when they would ult, she would come over, yoink me out of gameplay. Yoink me out and try to drop me into the chasm. Our jetpack cat would also be hovering nearby to the second their jetpack cat would to let me go. Our jetpack cat will also put up their lifeline. I would be spamming I didn't realize it until like the first time they were doing this. But like by the third time, because this happened 3 times, and the other jetpack cat did not learn. By the third time, I was spamming F, waiting for the lifeline button. So they would drop their lifeline, and then I wouldn't die. And their jetpack cat was typing in chat like, what the fuck? What was that? I didn't know you could do that. How many times do you have to teach you this lesson, young cat? It's so fucking funny. It was such a good game. It was such a good game. Because like the other games I was playing, I just felt like I was like the weakest link on the team, like legit. If you just looked on stats, like I had no idea what I was doing. I was trying to play some of the new characters, so, like Mizuki, Onrun is the pronunciation. I was trying to play them, trying to get like used to their kits and stuff, and like it was just not working. Like we were attack on Hollywood, and I was 4-4, and it was abysmal. So did I stay on her? I think I stayed on her, but I had some moments of like, oh, I am rusty. Had to swap Moira when I was playing support because we just weren't doing enough. And then we won on Icon Vault. So I mean me, because I was playing solo queue. I haven't played since that shit I showed you yesterday. Do not need antidepressants and birth control. Thank you very much. True. Have you tried the new tank? I tried her in practice range. I have been fist fucked by her as diva. And I'm like, I need people to stop playing her so I can play diva. Because all I want to do is play diva. That's all the fuck I want to do. And then all of these opponent teams come out with fucking Domina and Zarya. And I'm like, can a non-binary bestie catch a fucking break? Like, I just want to play diva. I just want to play diva. Yet you come over here with 2, not 1, but 2 focus laser fired tanks. Like, I'm not having a fun time. And it's because I'm in solo queue. I usually get forced to play tank because everyone else plays support, DPS. No one wants to play tank even though it's 6v6. That's fine. Deleted Battle.net because I kept breaking on my PC 90% of the time. I couldn't play Overwatch. Valid. That's very true. I don't use Battle.net. I have Overwatch on Steam. That's primarily how I play now. Open queue is something else. Yeah, because, like, I don't like role queue when I'm not in, like, a large group of people. Just because I want to have that freedom and flexibility to go and help. Like, if someone's like, hey, I'm not having a fun tank game right now, can we swap? And just be able to, like, yeah, sure, yeah, like, I'll swap and play tank if you want to play support or something like that. That's why I usually don't play role queue. Or, like, certain maps, like, I want to play certain things. Or, like, if I really want to play, like, Hanzo or something, but, like, only on specific maps. Like, defending first point on Paricio, I like playing Hanzo. But on other maps, I don't like playing Hanzo for other maps. Sometimes the several support plus tank is really the combo to go with. That is true. You can technically win with a tank and, like, multiple supports. Like, you can technically win with just one tank. But you have to be, like, you have to support the tank because you're not going to have two tanks. You're not going to have two shields or a shield period, depending on who your tank is. So you have to just be ready to maneuver around that, essentially. And sometimes in solo queue, that does not happen. This by Dom makes sense. Yeah, I don't like her. I don't like her. Generally speaking. Mizuki, though. Mizuki kind of gives a little Xavier vibes, not gonna lie. He kind of reminds me a lot of... He looks like Xavier. Especially when he's got his mask on. I want to learn... out of all the new characters, besides the cat, because apparently the cat's been around for a really long time, like, in the comics and stuff, but this is the first time being added into the game. Out of all of the new characters, Mizuki's the one I want to know the lore about the most. Emre, I'm kind of just like, eh? Anran, they need to fix her face. Because, like, she looks too young to be, like, to be Wu Yang's older sister. She looks way too young. But I do love that Anran is voiced by Faria, which is one of the Overwatch content creators, which I think is really cool. Oh, solo queue, I have dodged so many matches. I haven't played Hanaoka in a good 6 months. Fuck that mode. Oh, well, they nuked that game mode. They nuked Clash. I'd rather play Clash over Flashpoint, though. Yeah, I miss Clash. She gives cunty. Yeah. Emra has a chin strap beard and I can't unsee it. Oh, I have to look at his face a little bit more clearly then to see it. Clash was my favorite. Thank God. There's two types of people. Sorry to be a Clash hater. I'm surprised you would play Flashpoint over Clash. I absolutely hate Flashpoint. It's just so long without a break. It's just such a long game mode. I do want to try to play more Stadium soon, though. Maybe it's the same. Like Stadium does have its breaks, but like you're expected to be doing things in between. It's okay. I hate push. I love push. I love push. I love defend. I love defending. I don't like control. Don't like control. Susie, you and C agree on the game mode thing. Oh, but let me tell you about, I'm just a payload lover. That is true. I loved it. I love a good payload game. I love playing defend a lot. Attack has grown on me, but I like defending. Defending, I feel, can also be very easier in some cases. Defending on Rialto is the love of my life. Oh, which one do I love defending on the most? I feel like I have not played on Monastery in so fucking long. I don't know which I like defending the most. Maybe Gibraltar. Never get to play defend unless it's King's Row because Kolk and Mags hate defend. Yeah, they don't like it. I do, though. It's okay. I'll just play solo queue. If I want to go defend, I'll play solo queue. Just a Kings Row fan. I mean, Christmas Kings Row was so fun. Gibraltar, delusional. Listen, I can't remember all the maps right now off the top of my head. You're asking too much of me, Ray. It's a Friday. How dare you ask this much of me? If I was at work right now, I'd be leaving to go home in 25 minutes. There would be nothing getting done. Just kidding. I'm just always rolled on Gibraltar. That's fair. Oh, you know what? Blizzard World. I think Blizzard World's one of my favorites to defend on. Gibraltar has a "this is fine" reference now. It does? I didn't notice. Okay, chat. Before we dive into Orwell Engagement Strength, I need to tell you about what the fuck happened on Monday at work. Because as you know, I did not stream on Monday because I had to go in the office on Monday. So I didn't stream on Monday. And ooh, just in time for the tea. You are just in time for the tea because you're one of the people I would love to know your insight on this tea. Well, not necessarily insight, but like I would love for all of us to collectively crash out over this tea that I'm about to spill, okay? So, had to go into work on Monday because of professional development day for work. And which overall, they had a whole thing planned for us. We got free food. There was there was snack bar, like free breakfast. No continental breakfast, so like no eggs, unfortunately, sad. Free desserts at coffee break in the afternoon. Like it was like overall good day. Got to leave at 4, right? I got the chairs, chat. Thank you, Susie, for collecting the chairs from an office space somewhere on campus. So I knew going into this professional development day, one of the sessions would be with our VP of AI. I don't know her actual title. Don't ask me to get her actual title. I don't know what it is. But I knew, we all knew, going into this, unless if you just did not read the list of who's doing the who's of things. We were gonna have VP of slot, more like true. We were gonna have a thing with the VP of AI on campus. Presentation is basically to introduce the university's new AI model. Because what does the job even do? So the president of the university is to context. The president of the university back in like, I think early 2024, put out a call of like, okay, so AI is here, AI is happening. We need to be like the first in the AI game. We need to do like all of the things. So he appointed, hired, I don't fucking know. We were not involved in those conversations because we're just lowly advisors. We're not up in C-suite. It's fine. Or we're not up in the C-suite of the C-suite. Because like you could make the argument that C-suite is like our dean suite. We're not even like, because this is university, not even college, this is university. This is all of us. So we acquired, in some method, we acquired someone to be the new VP of AI implementation at the university, whatever. So she was tasked to make a task force of people across campus to basically determine like what our needs are for AI, all of these things, blah, blah, blah. I guess in none of those conversations, no one raised a concern about literally anything regarding AI, or if they did, nothing ever got mentioned anywhere. So they basically created a AI model. Like you could think of it like someone creating like their own AI, essentially. So it's like its own model thing. It can pull from OpenAI, so ChatGPT. It can pull from DeepSeek. It can pull from these other things. But in order to access the specific one, to make sure that your data is encrypted and secured, all of these things, you have to log in with your university credentials. Which, sure, fine. Like if we could ignore like all the other elephants in the room, like if AI was regulated, if there was no ethical concerns, if there was no environmental concerns, like sure, yeah, if we're gonna use AI, I mean, it's the same thing for any university system that we acquire. or that we use, right? We cannot put personal student FERPA data into like any other software, whether if it's AI or not. So like we can't like upload ID numbers into not Excel, like whatever other version, like Google Sheets as an example. We can't use Google because we're a Microsoft school. So like it's the same premise in a way. It's so that if like staff members wanted to use the university's AI to like, hey, I have this spreadsheet of student data. Can you take this spreadsheet and like find some things with it? It can do that because in theory, how it's supposed to work is it's supposed to, whatever you put into this AI, it does not train a model. It's not training anything. This model seems to be like, it has information from all of our public websites and whatever you upload into it, but that's it. That's it. It's not training OpenAI. It's not training any other one's AIs. It's not going anywhere. The data's not getting stored anywhere, from my understanding, from what we were told. From what we were told, at the very least, which, again, take with a grain of salt, because who the fuck knows, right? So, this is just context, right? And also things that I had to learn for this hour and 20-minute session, right? So, they're talking and talking and talking, and so it's meant to be pulling information instead of generating it. That's how it was put. Yes, in a way, which still again makes me question, like, okay, like if you're asking this AI to help create a study guide for an exam for something, then where is it pulling that information from? Like, where is it pulling that from to make a study guide? Like that's where it like loses me, because it's like, okay, but like this information had to get in here somehow. So like, how and why? How did it get here? How did we get here? Type of thing, you know? So the entire presentation, I have this ball of anxiety in my gut because I'm thinking the question that no one is asking for multiple reasons, because there wasn't really a good time to ask this question because they kept bouncing back and forth between multiple different speakers during this presentation. And what's even funnier is that they did have two professors from, I think, the health informatics program come up and talk about like how they built an entire class, like asynchronous online class, using AI. And they titled the presentation to us as like, AI took my job and it's better for the students. And I'm like, I kind of like my job though. I kind of like working with students. I kind of like that. That's kind of why I do this. You know? Granted, these are professors, these are not staff members, right? And it was just like so like not reading the room, right? And they were like, oh yeah, so like by the AI like building all this class stuff and being like the tutor for the course, like it gives me more time to work with students like who are at risk. I'm like, but that's kind of a staff member's job though. Like we're like, that's kind of our part of like what we're supposed to do is like help students who are like at risk. Like granted, if they're at risk of like not doing well in your class and you want to do like additional outreach to try to support them, but students are going to be students. Students are going to student whether you want it or not. No matter how many fucking emails you send a student, they're going to student. They're going to do whatever the fuck they want to do. You can send a student 20 emails telling them about a hold on their account. They'll get to it when they get to it. The students who are like actively like engaging in their education will actually take action on that. But students who are like have other things going on, etc., like they're not going to respond no matter how many emails you send them. They will respond when they respond. They are going to student. We cannot control that, right? So that was a weird part of the presentation. Then they had someone like from the tech company that like is helping the university build these systems, like come up and like talk about things. So like I knew we were running out of time. So I just like Me. I'm in the back of the room. Me. I have a question. Please. Thank you. Thank you so much for your time and attention to this matter. I don't know if this is a question for the person building the system or a question for the VP AI lady, but is there any concern about the ethical implications of using AI when we're literally running out of water? Drinking water to survive. And apparently, like, a lot of other people in the room were nodding their heads to that question, which I did not notice because, like, I was very anxious. And they swap microphones, and then the lady, the VP AI lady, goes back on the microphone, and she was like, well, like, we're very proud to be working with our corporate partner. I'm like, oh my God. Don't corporate speak me, ma'am. Like, I work at the Costello College of Business. We all work in the Costello College of Business. Don't corporate speak me. Don't do this to me. Speak to me like a human, please. But we're very proud to work with Microsoft because they have been working on methods of reducing the amount of fresh water consumption to cool their AI models. I'm like, oh! I interrupted her. No shame. Oh, I haven't heard about that. Could you tell me more about what this new AI cooling system is to reduce the amount of drinking water being used by these AI systems? Could you please inform the class? Oh, well, that's tech that goes over my head. Are you fucking shitting me? You understand the AI nonsense? And I think she has a doctoral degree, but I could be wrong. You understand all of this other shit, but you don't you can't for 2 seconds even bother to learn what the cooling methods they're using. Cooling methods, what have you, using our drinking water to explain to people when you get asked this question. Big sus. So my colleague sitting next to me, he's getting his PhD, not necessarily in higher ed, but like, you know, he's currently working on his PhD. So he asked the question, because like we were kind of whispering back and forth during the presentation, and he was like, well, I'm concerned about this, and this. And like, well, I'm concerned about this, and this. Even though he uses ChatGPT like fairly regularly, and I'm just like, I don't like how much you're using AI like in your general like life. But like that's neither here nor there. We're right now, the enemy of our enemy is our friend, okay? Like, so like his question was valid, my question was valid, right? So he asked a two-pronged question. So he asks a question of, so the first part of the question is, what's gonna happen if the AI hallucinates and gives wrong answers? To which, and he asked both questions like back to back, but I'm not doing that, so I can explain both answers, like question, answer. So he asked that question. The person saying this says, oh, well, sure, there might be some errors, but like that's why it's listed on our website for like accuracy and like accountability and shit like that. Oh, okay, so the liability clause. Right, got it. And we have a very low likelihood of like the AI hallucinating, giving wrong answers, etc. I was like, okay, sure, whatever, fine. Like this is the legalese. This is the legal shit going on. Okay, so his second question is the more pertinent question, I would argue. Second question. What if a student gets wrong information from this AI, whatever it may be, decides to act on this information, and then it turns out like something happens, like something bad happens, whatever. How is the university prepared to be liable in that situation? I'm thinking worst case scenario, like the AI tells a student like, hey, go jump off one of the parking decks, and the student follows through with that. Kind of like how ChatGPT has had like that stuff happen too. Chat, do you want to know how they responded? That question. Take a guess at how they responded. And if you know the answer, you can't say the answer, Susie. Take a guess. Take a stabberoo. Hey Oz, good to see you. I'm much better from this morning and doing okay now myself. Good. I'm glad. Glad you're doing better. Yeah, just in time for tea. And then we'll probably need to take a 5-minute break because I do need to go to the bathroom, and then we'll play a game, I promise. We just had so much tea to spill. And then I'll read up on chat. Because I know y'all are making good points, and I am just, we're just rolling. We're just rolling right along here. I knew I should have started stream early, but I did not. Do tell what they said. Let me raise my chair real quick. I wanted to give time just in case anyone wanted to try and guess their response to this question. So I'll reiterate the question. Tea is being spilt, damn right. Reiterate the question. So if a student takes action on incorrect information that the AI that our university has plastered their name all over, how is the university prepared to be liable for that? This is their answer. Oh, well, like you as a staff member, when you're working with a student, like you always want to double check like where you're getting your information from the AI, blah, 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 blah. Now, I will preface. I don't know if she just misinterpreted the question. Because, like, don't forget, my colleague asked both questions back to back. I don't know if she misinterpreted that question or tried to dodge the fuck out of it. But she dodged the fuck out of that question. So, like, I guess we're gonna get sued. If also, like, her way of answering the question of, like, oh yeah, like, you just have to, as like a staff member, just have to double check the information. It's like, then why the fuck are we using the AI? Just go to the fucking website. Google it. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just work here. And you know what the kicker was? Because my boss, our office, generally speaking, like at the higher levels of our office management, they're pushing the fuck out of AI. They want people to use AI. They want to incorporate AI into our systems. Meanwhile, I had not one, but 2 people who don't even work in advising, but they work in business. Like our business college. I had 2 people come to me and were like, hey, I really appreciate you asking that question because fuck AI. Never used it. I'm never going to use it. I'm like, bless your heart. Bless your heart. And my boss was nearby, so I'm hoping she overheard some of that. So that was Monday. That was fun. That was real fun. I'm gonna re-up on chat real fast here. Then we'll take a 5-minute break because I do have to go to the bathroom, and then we will play Orwell. I promise. Having a course run by AI could create more at-risk students, right? That's, yeah. In theory. In theory. Potentially. Potentially. And also, it's like the thing, like, if you don't want to teach, then don't teach. Don't be a professor if you don't want to teach students. Don't do the thing if you don't want to do the thing. There's plenty of other people out there who would like a job teaching students. So have them do their job. Have them do that job. If you don't want to teach, then don't be a teacher. Don't be a professor. Don't do it. Like, this just tells me you don't want to actually teach. And it's so funny because, like, I'll see TikToks of college students specifically talking about, like, professors or former teachers they've had who literally don't teach. Who don't teach. And it's like, you are contributing to the problem. Like, Going to college for most students is an active choice that they are making. They actively want to be there. Now, in theory, like, do they want to be in every class that they have to take? No. Absolutely not. There's a couple classes in my undergrad that I did not want to take, that I despised taking for whatever reason. Most classes I enjoyed because I enjoyed my major a lot. But there's some classes in nearly every major that has you roll your eyes and you're like, why the fuck do I have to take this? But most classes, I would argue, the students find interesting or they get to choose. Don't make them hate college because you don't want to do your fucking job and actually teach students. That's my soapbox, among many. I think she knew she was getting called out against the ethicalness of AI and didn't like it one bit. Oh, and I'm surprised. Like, I would be very surprised if this is the first time she's had this question. If it is not the first time she has this question, she should have been more prepared to answer that question. Because, like, I was so ready to fist fight. I was so ready to fight and be like, okay, but like, how is this improving? Like, we're going to run out of water in 5 years at this rate. We're going to run out of drinking water in 5 years. Is there concern about that? About us using the system? Oh, and then I asked a follow-up question of, okay, so like, if we're not gonna have, if there's no concern about environmental regulation, right? Let alone everything else. Like, I didn't even get into everything else, right? Because it wasn't as pertinent in this situation because we're not like training a model in theory. Like, okay, like, is there gonna be any talk about, since we want to include AI 101 in the already very, very packed schedule that is orientation, is there gonna be any talk about like the harm of AI? Or are we just gonna pencil push this and be like, yay, AI, and not actually educate students on being an informed citizen and making an informed choice of using AI? She's like, oh, well, like, that sounds great and all. Like, I get, like, kind of waving off, like, that's orientation. That's the orientation's office job to figure that out. Like, and I've had several coworkers say, like, it felt very much like AI or else is how it kind of came off. And it's like, okay, so you're doing your students a disservice by not actually telling them the implications of using this system. By not actually, teaching. Y'all, I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I'm so mad about it. Man, we are dependent as a species on clean drinking water, and we are using it to have a machine steal our jobs. They're stealing the fun jobs, too. They're stealing the artistic jobs, let alone other shit. I have a young new hire at work, and we got into the conversation about the effects of AI. He wasn't fully aware of the water consumption. I had to explain that, yes, the water is used, but it's polluted, TM, my guy. It's unusable, and then it clicked for him. Yeah. Like, I've tried having that conversation at where it's just such a losing battle. Like, I just feel so unheard. I swear to God, again, in my performance review this year, because I feared this last year. I swear to God, if my supervisor for my performance review, for one of my goals for next year, is like, oh yeah, like, we need to like have you start practicing like using AI, I will probably start crying. Cause like it's such like a passion thing for me. Like, I care so much about it. Like, I start crying type of thing out of like frustration of like, I am not being heard. My voice is not being considered. And like how much this affects people. And it feels like no one cares. Like, not even like at the university level, like, they're gonna do whatever the fuck they want, whatever the fucking president says. But like at the office level, like you listen to your coworker, your supervisee for 10 minutes explaining and like active listening without judgment about how much this affects not only ourselves but future generations and other people. Like, can we have a critical thinking moment, please and thank you? Like, there was a story about a police department who switched to AI to write reports, but they had a misreport that an officer turned into a frog. What? Nah. No. Absolutely not. No. I also went into how it affects rural areas of America where the data centers are built and how it's impacting the people who live close to them, and it really started to click for him. Right, because when you think of rural parts of America, especially outside of like Memphis, that's not unrepresented populations, but marginalized communities. Black and brown communities. Not the big white man. Also, the sticking point that, I don't know if it's a sticking point, but what I found fucking ironic. The VP of AI is black. Not that every single black person or person of a specific ethnicity, race, what have you, needs to like be one-to-one connection, osmosis, understand everything that's going on with their people at all times. But it's like, you work in AI. I would imagine like you're aware of these issues, of what's going on, but like, this is systemic racism. Like, now hopefully maybe there's like a small hope in my brain that maybe like they're trying to sabotage this so that it doesn't actually come to fruition. So like they're wasting all of the university's money onto this product that's not actually gonna function and work properly, and it's gonna break and combust. Cool, that'll be fun. But like, I doubt that's gonna happen, but it's still like, it's still wild. So it's just a dependable, if not undependable, as a person reading it and comprehending it, why to use the AI. Right? But I'm thinking she dodged the fuck out of it. So we as humans have to double check the all-knowing AI that should know the information and repeat, why did we need the AI to begin with, right? I mean, if it happens, then you can be like, not my problem, haha. I mean, like, if a student goes and does something, like we say this like in our shit all the time. That's why we have policies. But like, it's still like a, hey, we told you shouldn't do this thing. We told you that you need to take a math class to take these because it's a prerequisite for future classes. We told you this, not 1, not 2, but 10 times, and you still haven't done it. You cannot complain to anyone that you did not do the thing that you need to do. But the AI, like, there's no one course checking it. It's not even like a live chat bot. It's not even like a live person on the other end who's like, hey, maybe don't jump off of a parking deck. That's a problem. Don't do that. But that's how they know, they're losing money over it. I mean, we as an office have not invested money into AI. The university has invested money into AI, not us. No. OpenAI going bankrupt is my favorite thing about this year, and that's hopefully other tech companies don't bail them out. That's the hope. Because NVIDIA technically bailed them out, but they just destroyed their own reputation. Side note, shout out to my other coworker for running a signature through ChatGPT because he couldn't read it in the hopes that the AI would know what it said, but he just ran a CAPTCHA test. Oh my fucking god, that's so funny. Considering what I know about your boss using AI, I really hope she listened and took note because she's a fuck. She uses it willy-nilly over the silliest things. It has me like, girl, why? I don't know. I had a feeling she was writing an email to, well, no, because she wrote an email to us as the orientation team, like, oh, hey, like, we need to figure out how we want to use like AI or like talk about AI in our presentation for orientation. And I'm like, no, nope. Going into one of my folders, never to be seen again. We have other shit we need to worry about. Also, you as a student are paying the college professor to be there and give you their attention. Yes. 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 If I'm paying someone to teach me, I want them to teach me. Is that NVIDIA are putting money to bail them out? Right. I think the kicker for me was that the water situation with the AI centers are affecting minorities in America when she fitted into that category too, right? I mean, again, I preface again, like, I as a white person, as a queer individual, I'm not gonna know every atrocity that's happening to all the queer besties out there. I'm not gonna know that. But it's my job, in a way. Like, if I see something, if I'm like actively involved in like, you know, working on something, and I see something that's like, oh, this thing harms people in my community, like, I at least have like some sort of reaction to that. I'm like, oh, it makes me like not do a double take, but like question like, oh, should I like change what I'm doing or like alter something, you know, that type of thing. But like, just thoughts. And so much media. And also there's like research about like AI psychosis. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like propaganda. Like, we don't want free thinkers. Like, the Winter Olympics, for example, $1 billion funded company, and yet they use shitty AI in the program, right? I mean, technically it's non-profit, but still. To build one in my area, Northern Nevada, the same Nevada that's already struggling for have clean drinking water. Safe to say they have paused the idea for as far as I'm aware. Good. And this is like when people, like, if you know of a data center coming to a city near you, like, go to your town hall meetings. Go and voice your opinions, because these old white men don't know shit. They're just here thinking, oh, it's gonna bring in jobs. And it's like, no, it's taking away our jobs. I'm scared for the future when students are already using AI to do their work without actually learning. So in 5 to 10 years, we're perhaps going to be treated by a doctor or a nurse that completely got through school using AI and didn't actually learn anything from school. It's fucking terrifying when you think about it. That's why when we get doctors in the future, you got to check, like, because normally they have like a bio saying like, hey, I graduated this year and stuff like that. So verifying, like, did you get your degree before 2020? On or before 2020? Fucking NVIDIA, they've betrayed gamers and no one will trust them anymore, right? Glad I got my graphics card and I did. Gamers need to remember this and not forgive. Not going into debt to be taught helped by a computer. Thank you for the lurk, much appreciated. Incredibly unpopular opinion incoming. Professors giving just the bare minimum teaching is actually pretty reasonable and should be considered the standard. Giving just the bare minimum teaching is actually pretty reasonable. Can you explain your point further? I don't think I understand. This is not a you problem, this is a me problem. I don't think I understand what you're trying to say. Like, 60K, I better be taught by a fucking human and not an AI or PC, or how much it is going to uni. I mean, depending on the school, it could be 60K a year. If you're going to like a private Ivy League, that could easily be 60K a year. Just tuition. Maybe with room and board. Okay. I've been yapping for about an hour. I need to go to the bathroom. I promise when we come back from the break, we will, I almost hit the 2-minute ad button right now. I promise when we come back from the break, we will start playing Orwell. So we can keep having these conversations about the world around us, because this should be a fun game. Very fun game given the current times that we're currently in. So, okay. We'll be right back. Do self-care things. Let me know what snackies, what drinky poos, what you're working on in the background, and we'll be back in 5 minutes. We'll see y'all soon. Good morning. Welcome back. I have a muffin. Because I wasn't ready for like full din-din, but I wanted a snacky. Hi, Deviant. Welcome. I'm gonna respond to Combat's message first to kind of wrap up our conversation from before the break. And then we'll move on into Orwell and Ignorance is Strength. I appreciate you all being here. I guess what I'm trying to say is that for the most part, TAs and professors aren't hired to teach, nor are they taught how to teach effectively. It's not usually a priority for them because their interest and reason for working is research. It gets the grants that keep them employed, and it's why they went to academia in the first place. Second part to follow. Additionally, frankly, I don't know if this is the case with COVID, AI, whatever. Students just tend not to listen no matter how much time and effort you spend. Moreover, the students who want to succeed are going to be the ones asking questions and trying to learn more anyway. So there's multiple facets to this that I think about and I see constantly with students. Like, I will agree, students will always be students. You'll always have students who don't pay attention, who are not listening, who are fiddling with their devices, no matter what, right? Like, you're always going to have that before COVID and after COVID. I think we currently, right now, are seeing the effects of what took place during COVID in real time. So we're seeing the effects of like what happened when we had to pivot to online learning, how we had to like do virtual learning for over a year in high school, especially, because those are now the students coming to college. And we're seeing that because a lot of the time I feel, and it's also like a lot of issues compounding on one another, we're seeing an issue of students just getting passed on into each consecutive grade level without actually learning the material from the prior grade level. They're not actually passing. The school is just passing them to pass them so that they can get funding, because if they don't pass enough students, they don't get funding or whatever. And we're now at college where they are now held to a higher standard that should have been set to them. They should know this material, and then they don't know this material, so they fail, they don't perform well, and they're like, well, like, what the fuck, man? And it's like, well, like, so that's a systemic issue, right? I think also that, well, I will acknowledge that, yes, a lot of professors aren't there to be teachers, right? They're there primarily for research, and then they have to, same with TAs. They are tasked to teach, so they're not necessarily there to teach, like, they're not, like, their passion is not teaching, unless if they're, like, working in the education department, then probably over there. But I would make the argument that two things should be done. One, all professors, regardless if they have teaching experience or not, or a teaching background, should have some sort of pedagogy course, like a training period before having to actually teach, just to get some basic foundation on how to teach and how to effectively teach without getting into like the nitty gritty of like, you know, earning an entire fucking education degree. Because there's so many students, like we had some bad professors. We had some bad professors who would threaten to, like, capstone class, the final class they take as a student in our degree program. We would have a professor who would threaten to fail them on the first day. Who would say like, oh, I've had, like, and toting it as like a badge of honor of like, oh, I've had students not fail have failed my class before. I failed students before in this class and prevented you from graduating. I am happy doing that. Like, brother, like, you're not getting, like, we would have students like panicked coming to our office because it would be the only section of that class left. And we would be like, I'm sorry, like, until that class is full, we can't offer another section of the course. Like, people have, like, we can't, there's nothing we could do about it. So, like, I understand if professors who are there primarily for research who don't want to teach, but, like, clearly that option is not what we want. Like, we want people who, like, are at least gonna be, like, decent teaching and, like, doing things, and not, like, threatening to fail an entire capstone class because they can. Because they just can. Because they want to. They just, like, feel like doing that day, you know? So that's, like, my first point. Second point, like, the second thing that I wish, this is more like a pipe dream, I don't think they would actually be able to do this. You can have people just there for research, and then have people just there to teach. Why do the researchers need to be professors? I don't know, maybe that's just the, like, the neurodivergence of my brain. Like, just have two people do both. Like, I get right now, like, money is a problem, so you need people to, like, logistically that's physically not possible, but, like, theoretically, in the most ideal world possible, like, just have people do research and then people teach. Like, yeah. So, like, I respect your viewpoint because you're coming from, like, you're a PhD student, you are a TA, you're more on the research side. I'm viewing it from a purely, like, I am an academic advisor and I have students crying in our office because they don't want to take it with a certain professor because they have failed students, like, just because they can. So that's where I'm coming with. It's also more nuanced in that upper level classes rarely seem to have the same issues and tend to do much better. It depends. That's gonna depend as well. Also, I'll somewhat biased on my own experience as a TA and talking with other TAs and professors. Yeah. No Kid Left Behind is now a mistake, not gonna lie. Yeah. To fail a capstone class because the professor's on a power trip? Yeah. Bragging about failing students is like claiming the female orgasm doesn't exist because you never made it happen. Deviant, that's so fucking based. That's so based. Aaron, thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Derp, I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I hope you're having a good day. Okay, I have a muffin. I don't know if I showed off my muffin, but here's my muffin. Ta-da! Look at the muffin. Look at the muffin. The muffin's wonderful and amazing. So we have that. That's our sustenance. Let me know what you're eating, what you're drinking, what you're snacking on. We're gonna play Orwell Ignorance is Strength, which, considering we're not getting like doomsday talk in here, but like we're talking about a lot of different things, which I love. I wish I could make streams like 5 hours long because we have such good conversation, and I hate having to be like, okay, we need to wrap it up now. But we do this thing called gaming. And we have this thing called limited time because Gray has a sleep schedule. So to give like more of this is what Orwell is. Our collective podcast is going well. Yes. The collective Aaron Gray experience is going well. The EGE, if you will. So Orwell Ignorance is Strength came out in February 22nd of 2018. I believe this is part of a series because I did see some other categories. Season... Oh, yeah. Is there a... Yeah, there's a game before this? Hold on. Wait a second. Oh, yeah, there is a game that came out before this one. I don't know if that's going to be important, but we're going to figure it out. Eats Mike. Why are we eating the microphone? Stop eating the microphone. That's going to not make good audio, okay? So, step into the shoes of a government official in a top secret department of the Orwell surveillance program. Given the power to both uncover and fabricate the truth, how far will you go in the service of your country? Season 2 of Orwell, the award-winning surveillance thriller. So, I'm not buying the first game. I don't know how I got this one, actually. This must have been a humble bundle, I fear. But if we like this one, maybe I'll go back and play the first one. I don't know. I did not realize this was a sequel. Or second episode, second season, as I called it. I know about the muffin, and I know you haven't started eating the muffin, and you've had it for at least 13 minutes and have talked about it twice, and we're now starting a new chapter of you still not eating. Next, you'll be showing the muffin to stream for the third time, the entire unbitten muffin. Well, yeah, because here's the muffin. Me falling right in the line. Such a submissive. Can't hear you. I can only hear digestive gurgles. Ew. Mystery Flush Pit Natural Park. I know that. I know that place. It's a prop chat. Okay, last story from work this week, and then we'll play a game. The event we had yesterday, the team running that event ordered desserts from the university's catering service, our food provider. They ordered like dessert bar and everything like that. They got molten lava cakes, chocolate molten lava cakes. And one of the peer advisors straight up dissected this fucking muffin thing, cake, whatever, and was like, Gray, it's cold. It's not lava. It's just fudge in the middle. I'm like, well, like, yeah, it's a molten lava cake. I heat it up. I'm like, no, it came out cold. So, like, she's, like, dissecting it, and I'm like, are you gonna throw it out? And she's like, yeah, I'm gonna throw it out. I'm like, okay. So I poked my finger in it, because, like, I wanted to, like, see if it was actually cold in the center. It was cold. Dead cold. I took one home. I heated it up for, like, 10 seconds. Entire thing fell apart on the bottom. Because, like, it was actually, like, there was fudge in there, but they didn't warm it up. So it was not actually molten lava cake. So anyway, that was a fun experience. Okay. Let's see. Are we going to change anything? I don't think so. I think we're going to keep the settings as is. Please create a profile. You have been accepted into Orwell. Please create a profile. Empty profile. Create. Just a standard white man. You've been selected for special duty. Please create a profile. Ooh! Oh, wait. We can have a funny profile picture. Hold on. The hair's kind of a vibe. I kind of vibe with this one, though. This one I also vibe with. They also have a nose piercing. I'm gonna go with this one. Ryland. Automatically uppercase my name. I could not have, I could not be lowercase. Ryland. Weak ass lava cake. Crunch. Ryland, I think even once we make the change from cyberpunk to like university aesthetics, I think like Ryland is still gonna be the default name. Hi Dean, how are you? Good to see you. Next step. You may now enter your email address. Entering your email address will allow us to inform you about updates on your Orwell case, potentially new cases, and monthly e-newsletters about news-related products and more. Your information will be handled with care and not used for any other purpose. You know what this reminded me of? Reminded me of Emily is Away. The heart emoji. Wait, this real? I don't think so. If you unsubscribe, you could do so at any time by clicking the unsubscribe. Oh wait, this actually pulls up my browser. Wait, I think this is legit. It pulls up my browser. Oh wait, I still have main monitor on. Okay. Okay. I'm doing great, thank you, and it's good to see you. It's good to see you too, Dean. Getting your first house cat soon. Yay, kitty! Tell us all of the things. I want to know all of the things. Jesse, thank you for the lurk. Burger King at bitches.8.co.jp. That's a really interesting email address, Susie. Please agree to the following terms. I'm willing to severely affect the lives of citizens and non-citizens of the nation. Non-citizens. Okay. Do whatever is necessary to keep the nation from harm. While working, I will only adhere to the statutes and principles of the office. What happens if I say no? You must agree to the stated terms. I should have known that was gonna happen. Okay. Fine. I guess I will be, like, a good citizen. I guess I'll be a good spy. I'll be a good FBI agent. Indies Nuts 69. Reminds me, Deviant, how is CC? Yes, how is CC? If you have pets, let me know how your pets are doing. And I give them magical boops from a distance. And yes, we do want to hear about the kitty, Dean. I ate a part of my muffin, okay? Are you happy now? Thank you for ensuring the safety of the people. She's great. I can't believe she's almost 10. Oh, are you gonna do anything for her big 10? I was back into fuck everyone mode and Jazzy's a level ball of floof. Oh, they're twinsies. Aww. Welcome, agent. Thank you for heeding the call of the office. Agent investigator pairing. There is no investigator available waiting for pairing at this time. Please refer to the regular Orwell program. Okay, that's probably like if we had played the first game, it probably would have connected. Aptitude test. In order to qualify for special duty within Orwell, taking the aptitude test is mandatory. Was I supposed to study for this? Do I have to answer what 2 + 2 is? Because I don't know if I know that information. Do I have to prove, like, that I have a degree? Test requires you to complete a set of tasks. Follow the on-screen instructions carefully and answer truthfully to the best of your beliefs. Note that insufficient test results will disqualify you for special duty permanently. I wonder what happens if you do disqualify. Task 1. Which of the following statements are true to your attitude? Love that. Email none paired with none. Oh, it did pull my operating system. That's actually kind of sad. Or not sad. That's kind of a... Can chat play along too? Yeah, sure. If y'all want to put your answer to these, then absolutely. Well, this seems to be a ranking thing, but alas. I thought about doing something that's a good idea. She just a cool new bed or something. Oh, that'll be fun. No pets, but my brother did something funny. He found a video where someone modified a cat piano to add some sound effects and took one of my dad's devices and brought it to me so I can help him modify his cat piano. I love that. That's so fun. Yeah, the MIDI sampling is very fun. It's beyond my knowledge, but yeah, it's really cool. Drag and drop at least one of the highlighted statements, data chunks, into the answer sheet on the left screen. Note that your choices are permanent. So we're ranking shit. Okay. I want to be a pioneer in the most advanced security program. I want to make the nation a safer place. I like spying on people. I want to protect people from harm. I am in for the money. I mean, we also don't know how much money we're making. Also, there's 5 responses and 6 buckets. So I am oh, wait. Which of the following statements are true to your aptitude? Oh, I guess it's not in a ranked order. Or true to your aptitude. At least one. I guess maybe these aren't ranked. And this is probably also serves as a tutorial. Task 2. Which of the following people do you consider likely having committed a crime? Y'all, I literally teach on this. I literally teach on this. So, this is part of our unconscious bias, which you can't call unconscious bias anymore. Where we talk about how it's an introductory part of one of the programs I facilitate and I oversee, where we're talking about like the biases that we have that are subconscious that we're not aware of, that are very subtle. And one of the questions we pose is like, okay, so you are on a hiring committee for NASA, and you're looking to hire a space engineer. Which of these 4 people, based on these 4 people's photos, who would you think gets the job? And people will have often people who see, who like there's like an older white guy in a suit. There's a younger woman. There's a man with like a cool haircut with like star designs in the shave sides, like kind of like my haircut, but like the top is shorter. Then there's like an older woman. And it's so interesting to see their responses, because when we tell them it's the younger man with the cool haircut, they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, this is legit. Like, this is an actual guy who works for NASA. He actually works for NASA, and like having the stars in his hair was like an agreement, like when they, like almost like a dare in a way. Not a dare, but like when they were working on one of the robots to go up to the moon. They had like the star, like he put stars as like team camaraderie thing. I do love how all of y'all are saying that number 3 is Susie. Chat, I know it might be a little hard to see on your screen. That's a hijab. That's not red hair, that's a hijab. She's Muslim. That is a Muslim woman. Which, I know Susie really well. I don't think she's Muslim. So, the one with the glasses? Oh, because someone was saying something about the red hair and glasses. This is not red hair. I thought you were talking about her. Because of red hair, because Susie formerly had red hair. She still has hair, but it's not red anymore. Because the dye's gone. Yeah, this is not red hair. Unless if you're referring to this is brown. That is brown on my screen. This is very brown. This is red. Reddish pink. Kind of like a salmon. But this is, yeah, this is hijab. Because, like, that's also, like, the neck covering as well. Honestly, not gonna lie, I was going with this one. I was gonna pick this one. Because also, like, statistically in society right now, like, the people who, like, the more people who commit crimes are, like, especially, like, when we look at, like, mass school shootings, tend to be, like, white guys. Statistically speaking, are white men. So. All right, which of the following persons? Okay. Task 3. Which of the following statements do you consider to be true, if any? There's no such thing as a justified lie. An unjust law can and should be violated. There are 2 sides to every story. A government should safeguard the citizens by any means necessary. Absolute truth exists. I'm going for her because she's me and I've committed crimes on salad. Also, I definitely, like, again, like, we're just looking at images here. I definitely read that as, like, a man with long hair. Not a woman. But very interesting to see how it's different between us. Yeah, 2 sides to every story. If we're speaking, like, I mean, absolute truth, like science, I would think is like an absolute truth. Like if you have like countless like research saying like, hey, this thing exists, this thing is true. Like gravity, right? Like, yes, that is an absolute truth, even though people are still gonna fucking fight about gravity and the earth is round and shit. I do like the background music. The background music is really nice. We've been listening to it for the last like hour and a half, not gonna lie. I think that's the only one I actually kind of believe in. Thank you for eating the muffin. I've been eating the muffin. Actually, the world is square. I need you to get the fuck out of my Twitch chat. Okay. Task 4. Given the choice, would you prefer to have your medical record or your dating profile investigated? In today's society, my dating profile. I'd rather have my dating profile investigated. They're not gonna find much, honestly. Gravity's a social construct and Earth is shaped like a macaroni noodle. The world is egg-shaped. Real. I have heard about that, actually. How it's not truly spherical. It's got like a slight, what, like pole? Because I guess like the poles, I guess? Or maybe it's expanded out like this way, like hamburger. Because of gravity, again. Sun gravitates around Earth and the other planets are made up. Eggy. because of the spending. Oh, that is true. I remember hearing about that. Yeah. Which information for your dating profile would you give to an investigator willingly? I mean... do they have a subpoena? Do they have a warrant to search through my dating profile, though? Because that's the actual answer. Like, do they have a warrant, though? This is why the moon is made of cheese. It's the macaroni. God, ooh, maybe I'll make macaroni tonight. I didn't study for this test. Yeah, profile picture, because you did not ask for anything else. Where's the subpoena? Where's the warrant? Confronted with the situation below, which action would you take? Your best friend boasts about having been accepted into Orwell. Since you are working for Orwell yourself, you know that talking about your job is punishable by imprisonment. But, like, are you not allowed to... Talking about your job is punishable by imprisonment, but, like, can you tell other people you're working? I do nothing. I ain't no snitch. I mean, it also depends, like, what exactly is she saying, though? Is she just saying that, like... Is she just saying that... Oh, like, I work for Orwell, period, that's it? Or is she, like, talking secrets at the job? Kind of like how, like, I can't drop real names of students because of FERPA. You know? So, like, what's the level of things being discussed? I have questions. I have so many questions. A conflict. It's interesting how there's like conflicts and stuff. I feign ignorance, but hint my friend talking about such a delicate job might not be advisable. Chat, we didn't make it. The office has rejected you as an agent for special duty due to your answers in the aptitude test, but if you ask for it, the test shall be reset and you will be given another chance. Try again in 6 months. We're not sketchy enough. I mean, for the purposes of the game, we kind of have to, like, comply. I am curious. I cannot exchange my answers as they reflect my honest opinions. I accept the disqualification. I am curious.
Hello, O'Brien. Is that you?
I have to disappoint you.
What? Raban, what? How? After all this time? I didn't think you...
Remember what you did? Again, I must disappoint you. I have not been blessed with a short memory.
What? Raban, listen. It wasn't me. I don't know anything about what happened there. That's the truth.
Truth. See, I never had much regard for the Bible, but there's one remarkable, groundbreaking moment. Before being sentenced to death, Jesus goes on and on about being a witness for the truth. But Pilate defies him with the simplest of all questions. What is truth? It is this particular question I've been pondering.
Did they respect me so much that I answered truthfully and was going to stand my ground?
Ending up on our screens every single day has passed through so many other minds before, each one with their own bias and agenda. It is all cut down to size, proportioned, ready to be consumed. And yet we greedily swallow it all in blissful ignorance, because our hunger is unending.
Stop the nonsense and get to the point. What do you want?
To ask you a question. What is truth?
I don't understand.
Now you're the disappointing one. You of all people should, Oleg Bakay. There is only one thing about truth that is certain. Truth is dead. As you soon will be.
What? Why? You? How did you manage? How? Vart! Vart!
I'm intrigued. Did you like us? Did you just... Did the AI was just like... Oh wait, I guess we passed regardless. Okay, sure. I'm kind of sad that there wasn't like a, oh, I mean, unless if they were just like, oh, well, keep reading, Gray, we're gonna find out. So you would accept disqualification just like that. You're either downright stupid or you're very loyal towards us. You might be exactly whom I need. Well then, we impressed them so much with our honesty that they're like, you know what? Pfft, one little infraction here and there, we can take it, it's fine. Imagine Grace stops this game on stream right now because we failed the test. Oops, next game. Damn it, we weren't Burger King enough. No, sexy voice, that is like velvet. Okay, never mind, started talking about religion. Hey, he had a good point though. Could I tell you what that point was? No, because I was half paying attention because I was focused on the visual. I see influencer on the top row. That's our boss, Susie. You gotta respect the boss. Respect boss man. Boss woman, for now, at least. My name is Ampleford. I am part of the special division within the government, the office. Is there a camera? I mean, yeah, no shit, Gray, there's cameras. But is there a Jim Halpert somewhere just like looking at the camera every now and then? We need that. Need that right now if we're in the office. Why is Michael Scott not my boss? We get called in for delicate matters. A man called Oleg Bakay disappeared a couple days ago. The last we heard of him was the call I just played to you. I've added a transcript of that dialogue to your reader tool. You can read it again or listen to the recording. When you're done, open the unknown person profile on the left. Where do I turn to stare at the cameras? I don't know. Wherever you think the cameras would be. I would imagine behind me or to my side, probably in my room. I think I know some answers already, Caleb Rafferty. All right. O'Brien, is that you? I have to disappoint you. Okay, so he monologues. Remember what you did? Again, I must disappoint you. I have not been blessed with a short memory. Okay, so it sounds like it's Robin Vart. Apparently there's a grudge between these two. He did, I'm not gonna remember names because these are really interesting names. Oleg did something to Rabban, I guess. Just got a wave of EP. To be fair, I've been awake for a while. I'm gonna chill as I listen. And no worries, Spider. Appreciate you being here. Thanks for the lurk. We all stare into a different corner. At least one person is staring at a camera. Valid. Valid. Deviant also has 3 eyes, everybody. Just so everyone knows. Deviant has 3 eyes. Listen, it wasn't me. I don't know anything about what happened there. That's the truth. See, I never have much regard for the Bible. Oh, so he's using the Bible as a reference, not actually talking about it. There's one remarkable groundbreaking moment. Before being sentenced to death, Jesus goes on and on about being a witness for the truth, but Pilate defies him with the simplest of all questions: what is truth? Very particular question I've been pondering over for a very long time now. How much of information ending up on our screens every single day passed through so many of our minds before, each one with their own bias and agenda? That is very true. All cut down to size, proportion, ready to be consumed, and yet we greedily swallow all of it in blissful ignorance because our hunger is unending. What is truth? And people should know there's only one thing about truth that is certain. Truth is dead, and as soon as you will be. Aaron Gray has one eye. That is true. Oh, you have a donut? Susie, you're pulling a me when I realize, like, oh shit, I have food next to me. That's not me saying right now, like, I did not remember I had food next to me. I did clearly remember I had food next to me because I was hungry for another bite of my muffin. I also have donuts in my kitchen. I see you're not paired with an investigator. I guess I better walk you through some of the basics then. Yeah, I didn't play the first game. I'm sorry. Then Orwell, you take the role as an investigator. Mind you, you're not a regular investigator though, but rather an agent on special duty. Your main task is to search online documents and extract relevant pieces of data called data chunks. Data chunks appear in a multitude of documents, but will always relate to our investigative target in some way. In that case, the target is Bakay. Searchers upload Bakay's name for the transcript to his file by dragging into the profile on the left. Ooh. This is gonna be fun. I like shit like this. Like, if you were in the Papers, Please game, but you're not Border Patrol. You're inside the government. Profile's not primed for on Oleg Bakay. Now, other data chunks related to this person might appear. Track the transcript. That's an odd thing to say, isn't it? We're taking that as a death threat, as did the National Beholder. National Beholder, okay. Or as part of my Greg's earlier. Ooh, very nice. Maybe I'll make eggs for dinner. I really want hard-boiled eggs. Maybe that won't explode. Whenever you upload a data chunk, Orwell will search for online documents with related content and add them to your bookmarks. So bookmarks up there. National Beholder is the most respectable news site in the nation. You may browse our headlines freely to get informed. The recording of the call you heard ended up in their newsroom. Why? It's a piece of the puzzle we're missing right now. However, this article is a good starting point for our investigation on Oleg Bakay. To proceed, please adapt his picture and profession. Okay. It's anti-Kassar blog involved in Kyrgyzstan soldiers' disappearance. Recorded call indicates direct involvement of the blog, The People's Voice, in the disappearance of Kyrgyzstan officer Oleg Bakay. Audio recording of a phone conversation was leaked to the National Beholder late Monday evening. Rabban Vart is known as the editor-in-chief and founder of the highly controversial blog, The People's Voice. I think that's an actual blog existing today. In the ominous recording, which has been since verified by experts, the editor directly threatens the officer, claiming that Bakay would be dead soon. In the light of Bakay's recent disappearance, experts have developed a theory that the blog might be directly involved in or may otherwise have incited the incident. The fact that the recording was leaked by an anonymous source to the National Beholder has been interpreted as a direct threat to the Kassar administration of Parges and their alliance with the nation, which blog openly and aggressively opposes. This is very interesting. This is very fun. And look, a dating app. See, Oleg Bakay is an important figure in the Parges' army, our neighboring country. We're very concerned about his fate. Robin Vart, that's the name that Oleg Bakay mentioned during the call. So you see a new profile has been added, but since Vart isn't the target person, or will not search for related documents. Let's focus on Bakay for a moment. We'll get back to Vart in a second. Need to add profile picture. Not exactly the most tender smile, but that's not what we're here for after all. I kind of want to play the first game now, because if the first game is more about like daily citizen stuff, like I really want to see how they do for that. Ooh, he's a captain. His call sign is Janice. 1st Infantry Division, Prava. Time served 2006 to today. Elf of Honor. Alright, so Captain. You may have noticed by now that for every data chunk you upload, 10 minutes of time pass due to Orwell's extensive search algorithms. The events around us will unfold whether or not we are making progress in our case. Keep this in mind. Oh, okay, so I guess we want to put more pertinent information first. Bloody mess, that civil war. Pargers has suffered a great deal from it, so did the nation. Janice gives me Hitman 2 flashbacks. Really? How so? Janice gives me flashbacks to the 39 Clues when there's 4 different houses, because I think they were trying to profit off Harry Potter making such of a big noise because of the different houses in Hogwarts. So, like, 39 Clues was a thing. There's cards you could collect, though. It was a fun series. I really enjoyed reading it. Okay. Awarded Medal of Honor. Oleg Bakay is a paragon of honor. Please don't interact with me unless if you have something extra to add to the conversation, ma'am. Watch this be the one that's actually like, oh, this is actually important. Janice, not fitting. He still goes by his call sign. I'm granting you access to our database, which you should have a look at. You'll understand it better after you see the files. Well, yes, we're in fact worried about our relationship with Pargers because of Bakay. You'll see that the whole truth is more complex. As you're not a simple investigator, you have access to Orwell build designed to meet the specific needs of the office. We can utilize the data stored in the profiler in the left to circumvent certain restrictions that would otherwise bar us from making progress. Interesting. Okay, so we're just pretending to be other people now. Okay. That's cool. So is this what they call ethical hackers? A good user's ability through our database and the data stored in Bakay's profile so far to solve my little mystery. You did it, well done. I'll leave you to your well-deserved info for a moment to truly understand why this case is so precarious. Okay, so he's Pergesian. The guy who's the lead off the secret organization, which were doing shady shit, and he was the big boss of it. 47 is ordered to kill Janice in his home, which is a very fun level. Ooh. Some of the ops are really fun. Ooh. Maybe I'll go back to that at some point. Confidential informant as officer of the Pergesian army. Ooh, we do have a phone. Bakay's our informant, placed inside the Pergesian army for years, now vanished into thin air. Surely grasps the danger this poses should it ever come out. We need to understand what happened and then possibly retrieve him or contain the damage. To get to the bottom of this, we'll have to investigate the person who called him last, Raban Vart. We found a trace of him before the Beholder. I'll turn Vart into a target person now. Time to pick up from there. Aw, but like, don't we want this other info though? This other info might be useful. I'm gonna take it with. Luckily, Bakay is using one of our registered phone devices to communicate with us. It seems to be online right now. He can access using the Insider tool, which I will unlock for you now. Of course, Bakay has locked his phone with our own encryption tool. I'm afraid not even Orwell can break that. You'll have to do it the old-fashioned way by finding and applying Bakay's key so you can find it and him discover his password. You may have to dig a little deeper to uncover it, though, so it may be advisable to check other resources first. This is fun. Chat, you having fun? Because I'm having fun. 10 to people use closest to him to his password. So that'll be our cue for passwords. Okay, Vart. For disappearance. Editor-in-chief. What's got you confused? Or are you just confused by the story so far? The names are really throwing me off. I guess I really did not want to get hit with a this is too close to real life liability moment. So the story to me kind of gives like what's it called? Like a military authoritative state dictatorship type of thing, kind of like how we've seen in Corpo Nation or Papers, Please, in that sense. Instead of surveilling regular people, we're trying to find the, hey, where are our larger contacts at? Like, we're like special agents. We're the FBI trying to investigate what's going on. People's Voice, we've heard of them. This preposterous news site has been rallying for protests and purges for years. Okay. Yeah, suck up to your propaganda. Judging by that call, Raban, Vart, and Oleg Bakay seemed to be well acquainted, even if it wasn't the most friendly relationship, apparently. Your task here is twofold, Agent. First and foremost, we are to locate Oleg. Then, in order to understand whether Vart is behind Bakay's disappearance, we need to find out what connects the two in the first place. OMG, they were roommates. Okay, we got a new tab. Home. Oh. One more thing before I let you roam freely. Remember that we are bound to the division of powers defined by the ethical codex. Orwell was designed in such way that not one person alone can look at documents and interpret the data to make a judgment. I am the one who decides what to do with said information and to take action, the advisor. You, on the other hand, are the one doing the searching for data as well as deciding what to upload, as you will often find misleading and false information. Try disabling data chunks that seem illegitimate or unimportant to you in the data chunk info window. You're now leaving charted territory as far as I am concerned, and I have to rely on the data you upload to make my calls. Doubt everything you read, especially when it comes to the People's Voice. Don't get me wrong info to work with. I'm counting on you. Ooh. So we can take the propaganda and make her make good choices. Oh shit, I can't actually use my back button on my mouse. Ooh, okay, so this is independent collective devoted, so this is Raban Vart. What he looks like. Iliad Vart. Son? Brother? Husband? Shannon Carrito, Media Watchdog. Get in touch, reach out to our editor-in-chief here. People's Voice is supported by the Angels of the Nation Network, a volunteer team who provides development assistance and pargents. It look like aliens. It does! It does! I was thinking that too. 3 people are murdered because of Blaine's incompetence. Nation, its corrupt leadership. What would this even go into? Blames assault on Korean Plaza on the government. Has actively calmed the situation in the nation recently. Let's see, there's this story too. Will nation say shady admin, believes Pargesian president could start to be nation controlled. Ooh, so we would get access to a social media account. And he said, let there be riots, and there were riots. How does this man gain such an immense influence over his followers? Because they all want change. Orwell notifies me you can just encounter a conflicted data chunk. I have a feeling this will be a more frequent thing from now on. Orwell deems the contents of 2 data chunks to be contradictory. It will notify you by flagging them as conflicted. You'll have to make a choice which one of the conflicted data chunks to upload or to upload neither. When uploading a conflicted data chunk, the one you leave behind will be marked as invalid forever, so please be vigilant. Ooh. Oh, these two is unhappy. So is expressing concern that he's gone missing, and then is satisfied with his disappearance. Manipulating you. Mainstream media as the enemy. This is before AI actually like happened and people like using their voice and shit like that. Did you retire him? This is a misunderstanding. I'm not happy either that Oleg is gone. The soldier is not the one to blame here. Reblabbers. We need a social media where we blabber, where we yap. Yak yak. Where we yap. So, like, I guess, like, both of these statements could technically be true. Of, like, he's not missed. He will not be missed as an individual, but, like, you can, like... You could be not happy that someone has gone missing, but, like, you can be like, well, like... Well, they won't be missed. Type of thing, you know? Oh, we can click around on websites and stuff. Okay. Is formed by Demjan Kassar as he freed Parages from the oppressive. It's like welcome to the game in a way, yeah. Moving shooting complete. Valentine's Day 2018. Shooting of the Gray Shadows. It's me. It's me, chat. It's Gray Shadows. It's me. It's my counterpart. Third part of the saga to hit movie theaters next Valentine's Day. President aborts negotiations with opposition. Violent riots in Triflith. Blaine encourages renewal. OMG, me. Obliterates Freedom Memorial and kills 3. Freedom Memorial in Bonton. 5 severely injured. Attack of terror. Okay, let me go back to People's Voice. So he's talked about the re-election plans. Okay, so VAR President Puppet, I've seen the memes before. The nation has zero factual benefit from control over Parjas. I guess we're treading into territory where facts aren't given any weight. That's just his phone. Okay. He makes memes. We're here for this. It might not be him who made memes, though. Okay. Now that we have this information, let's go back to here to see if any of these light up now. Not really. Lombard seems to be a real charmer after all that office has learned about him, which is not overly surprised after that phone call, I guess. He won't stop exploiting assaults and misfortune of the nation for his own ends. Moment can't be more different. Well, actually, people's voice in our efforts to get the facts to people, the situation in the nation has been recently rather calm. Yeah, let's put that in there. Let's just put it all in here. Oh, please, please, I remember asking you explicitly not to give me misinformation to work with. How does the statement look to you? Does it look legitimate? Perhaps picking you as agent wasn't the best choice after all. Oh, ma'am. Ma'am. I mean, there's again, I'm the one who said 2 sides to every story, ma'am. You made that call, not me. Ooh, we are well past the hour. I'm just so invested. Okay. We're gonna take 5 minutes. We're gonna take 5 minutes. We're gonna eat some more things. Eat some more, not brownies. That's a muffin next to me. We'll be back in 5 minutes. I'm thoroughly enjoying this. I hope y'all are enjoying me just click around on a screen. I might go pick up the first game just to play it in my own time, because I think the first game is gonna be more like, oh, we're spying on like everyday citizens. What this is gonna be like, we are the CIA. Like, I think it's fun. I think it's fun. And kind of like with today, what's happening in today's society, it's like kind of just like a, ooh, so much information's online. So much. All right. Don't forget to do self-care things. We'll be back in 5. Hi friends, welcome back. I posted on TikTok earlier before stream, me and my stylist cosplay, and I got one comment of someone saying, respectfully, on my knees. Y'all, I'm so smitten. I wasn't even planning for it to be like a thirst post. It was just like, oh my god, not this cosplay, different one, my all black one. And I was like, oh my god, hello. I love the respectfully. I mean, I guess I do that too when I comment on like people cosplaying, because I want them to know, like, I'm not like, I do not want you to take this as like I am asking you to do things with me. Like, please take this like this is a compliment type of thing. Like, I'm like I'm being respectful of like your boundaries, like respectfully on my knees. And Vlad's causers, to be honest. Very true, very true. We're gonna play for at least another hour. Their thirst is respectful, not creepy. Yes, yes, absolutely. But I'm so excited to go to Katsucon tomorrow. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to go for the meetup and stuff. I'm nervous about the parking. I got a parking pass and everything. Excuse me. I got a parking pass and everything, but I'm just like, parking just stresses me out. Just stresses me the fuck out. Especially because like I'm going there alone, but like I'm going and then I'm meeting a friend. It's not too bad. Yeah, I got like I reserved a parking space in one of the lots, but I'm like, I haven't been to that lot specifically, and then how to get into the convention hall from that lot, so I'm a little scared. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, anyway, I think we're gonna go back here because, hi, there's a name. All right, let's just upload. You're good. This will allow you to observe his work email. Ooh, using the listener tool. Once Robon Vart receives an email, sends one through that account, you'll be notified to be able to read it. Crime rate continues to drop. I don't believe this, but okay. Oh, so a new article. Ministry of Security has presented latest numbers on the crime statistics in the country. Never before have there been so few violent crimes. The safety bill. Numbers recorded criminal offenses decreased by 4.8% in comparison to last year. Crime rates have been continuously declining over the past several years. The safety bill. What the fuck is the safety bill? So 2009 was the party. The party. It's not actually a party now, is it? I don't think so. Keep pressing the wrong button. Okay. Alright, safety bill is a collection of self-safety centered laws and statutes created to ultimately goal to protect the freedom of the nation's citizens. Sure, that's what they all say. Central to the safety bill is the simplified, sped-up process of taking investigative matters against criminal suspects and their prosecution, as well as the provision of an increased budget for safety-related expenses. Also paved the way for stricter regulations concerning immigration and general travel into or transiting through the nation. Become mandatory for inform employers whenever an applicant or employee is an ex-convict. Safety bill come into effect. There's peacekeeping mission. Comparison to 2008 was terrible consequence of the premature retreat from our troops to Parjas. Wait, hold on. RGG Civil War, okay. Alright, let's go to listening then. Okay, now we're gonna go back. Safety and security. County and commerce. Before affairs, education and health. People! Robert Blaine. That's a face. That is a face. Visionary. Scott Gallagher. Ministry of Economy and Trade. Secretary of Security. Faulkner Peacekeeping Mission. Okay, that's that. Projects participate. Donate, volunteer, become a member, join the army. Okay, but now we have his email. I forget what I'm supposed to, I don't know, I don't understand what I'm supposed to do with his email. Yeah, that's his phone. We don't have access. I guess, okay, so we need to go back to Oleg. I feel like we need to try to find, because like he normally keeps it like people close to him for a password. Using names of people close to him as passwords. But we don't know anything. We have a new portrait, why not? Yes, that really is the same person. You never know. Maybe use it on his Tumblr wall or some shit. The kid was kidnapped for the crimes like Fab is doing. He says spread the sprinkles. Yes, spread those sprinkle sparkles. Search database. I wonder if there's another call sign. Ooh, wait. Okay, let's... Is there anything here that we can add to Varts? No. Unfortunate. Angels in the Nation Network. Ooh, I wonder if this will produce another website for us. Supported by National Donation Network. I cannot help but wonder how they would react if the tip them wrote to Vart's statement about the most recent assault. Oops. Ma'am. Okay, that did not help. Okay, views mainstream menu. Okay, I guess we have to upload more. Oops. Oopsies, is this a recorded line? That's a classic one. Demonize the free press straight from the dictator's guide to supreme rule. Right, yeah. Are you following that playbook, ma'am? I guess we do have to move forward with picking one of those as a choice. I think I'm gonna go with... I'm gonna disable this one. Satisfied having him disappeared. Or pick this one. Because he's gonna blame the government, it's fine. Happy about Oleg's disappearance, how come I don't buy it? Well, yes, of course, the death threat uttered in the phone call, that's why. Shh, it's fine. It's fine, ma'am. Just pinged something. What have you done, Raban? Okay, we got a thread. Sounds like they're accusing us of having kidnapped or killed this man. What have you done to Oleg? Raban, tell us the truth. I've jumped to conclusions. I am sure that Raban can offer an explanation. What's your relation to this man? I want to know. Ilya, what's your relationship to Raban? I need to know, because y'all share the same last name, so that's not a coincidence. Starting to doubt whether TPV represents what I stand for. We sell ourselves as a blog for the Kyrgyzstan people, defending their rights and protecting their freedom. As part of that is our duty to criticize the Kyrgyzstan government, and the military is a prime target. However, I had never signed up to be labeled as a criminal. We don't threaten people, we don't kidnap people, and we certainly don't kill people. Calm down, Shannon. Calm down, Karen. There's one of you to believe what the National Beholder prints. They're only trying to frame us. I have nothing to do with Bakay's disappearance. Did I call him? Sure. Did I get a little aggressive? Yeah, I did. You see, Bakay and I, we have a history. Before we left Parges, Bakay... Ooh! Ooh! Ooh, we got tea for both sides. Bakay had his mind set on joining the Kyrgyzstan army. He asked me to take care of his 14-year-old daughter, and I said yes. Ooh, we got tea. We got tea to spill on both parts. So this can go into both of them. The two know each other back from when they lived in Parges. Well done, Agent. The basic connection between the two clarified. Our in-depth research of the lead-up to this phone call can now begin. You should investigate and upload anything that you can think is relevant and accurate about the background of these two. Discard anything else. From what you gather, I'll put together a theory about what happened and what you're going to do about it. Very least, we need a solid motive for Raban Vart making this start to Oleg Bakay, and an explanation how Vart could contact him on this protected phone. You need to keep track of your objectives. Click on the Orwell eye. Press escape. Okay. So now we need to switch back over here. Oh wait, can we not... Oh, it did put for both of them. Okay, cool. Never mind. This can go into both of them. I'm sure it can. Soon after, instead of returning to his daughter, I learned he had left for the nation. Said he wanted to find work there. What does this conflict with? Oh, left Parges to work for the nation to find work. With one unknown danger hunk, okay. All of a sudden he returns and ranks up to his officer in the army. I am fairly certain he works for the nation's government in some way. Which he does. I have nothing to do with his experience and would never kidnap or kill him, and do not believe the lies of the national beholder. Guys, you're disappointing me. I thought you had it in you. Don't let them intimidate you. Just empty threats. We have to take our ground now more than ever. I'm not saying we disagree with you. We're just saying watch what you say. Take whatever he publicizes with a grain of salt, as these are typically few truths. Be very, very careful when dealing with him, Agent. I have to rely solely on you. Then maybe you should do this then, ma'am. Ooh, okay. What are you planning on doing against the FTP? Leaving Prava. We have been living in this beautiful town for generations. Do not want to leave. Before the people started civil war. Wait. School's principal, I will therefore consider our options to protect the schools and Prava Secondary in particular. Huh. Former principal Prava Secondary. Oh. So in Parges. Interesting. It's preachy attitude. I mean, no, not really, but okay. Go where? The nation? This pitiful stretch of land? Never. Oh. Doesn't think highly. Ooh, so that's the conflict. FTP is fighting for the right cause. It sympathizes with the forces of true Parges. Okay, now we gotta switch profiles because we found out her name. We got a name, Radka. Drain the swamp? What's the achievement? What? Not terrorist sympathizer. Certainly not on their side. All I'm saying is that you should try thinking a bit more critically towards this government of ours. Regarding Radka, I do not approve of you leaving her like that, and I'm not also it's not a Pargesian army sympathizer, by the way, but if you truly wish to join the army, I'll not let you and her go down. Good teacher. Ooh. Unknown person to Raban. Hey, Raban, I've finished revising that article you sent me. Schedule it for 3 p.m. like you asked. Ooh, so 2 hours from now. Don't know if I'll be available for another one. I'm going to be a bit occupied tonight. Maybe I could spare some time remotely if I get a chance. One more thing. This bouquet thing is getting ugly. Lots of TNB believers are flooding us with threats and blabber. Did you read any of that? Creeping me out. You know, I got any length with you, just like we moved to the nation. You're my brother. Nothing can change that. What about Karen? Oh, Ilya and from unknown person. It's Ilya. It's Ilya. We're smart. It's Ilya. Ilya's the brother. Ilya Valhart is the brother. Okay. Angels of the Nation, from Angels of the Nation to Raban Vart on to your blog. Dear Mr. Vart, we regret having to inform you that we temporarily suspended our recurring financial support to your endeavor. Oh shit. Our team has become aware of using our donation to support a cause or causes directly or indirectly violating our terms of use. As you know, Angels of the Nation independent nonprofit with the intention to support preventional causes directed at purges. We strictly enforce a zero-tolerance policy on endorsement or incitement of aggressive acts. Payment will remain suspended when we further investigate the allegations. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, God, there's so much shit happening now. Ilya Vart is the brother. Do we have a new person? We do have a new person. Because we can go back to People's Voice. Bada bing. No, we can't put a photo. Let me put a photo. Come on. We said goodbye to our dear home. See you on the other side. Then about a week since I started journey from my hometown Prava to the borders of the nation, together to my brother Ilya, I decided to seek a new life. In our workplaces, I even lost my ability to walk. Wait, he physically probably couldn't have killed this man because he physically is disabled. Surprisingly, how did that happen? I mean, when you're in a country that's war-torn with riots and shit, that's gonna happen. Ma'am, don't act that surprised. Botton Institute. Okay. Ooh, so we have date of birth. Currently residing in Outer Bonton. Plot thickens, it really does. Still, I doubt it somehow. Okay, complaint description. So we're gonna plot thickens indeed. Most severe symptoms described by patient are pain and stinging in the lower back area, as well as tingling and occasional complete loss of sensation in the legs. The patient reacts extremely aggressively upon questioning about his condition and is very reticent regarding the exact description of the event that led to his injury. Patient is accompanied by his brother, Mr. Ilya Vart, who offered more detailed description stating that Raban had been buried by concrete blocks for at least 24 hours following the bombing of a school building in his hometown Prava. Yeah. He probably cannot walk. Right? And he survived this? Detailed exam of the patient's legs revealed that there's no reaction to any sensation of touch, heat, or cold, so he's wheelchair bound. There is no way he would have been able to commit a crime. There's no way. Yeah, how much propaganda she has. Examination of the lungs also showed difficulty of breathing and frequent coughing. Patient is not able to walk on his own, is currently being supported by his younger brother. And this was 2011. Okay, so this was, it's 2017, so this was like 6 years ago. Yeah, so this is 6 years ago. Patient's injury resulted in trauma to the spinal cord and ultimately paralysis of the lower limbs. Respiratory infection due to weak chest and abdominal muscles are suspected. Manual wheelchair. Addition to patient is prescribed hydrocodone, reduction of nerve pain. Okay, so he's in a wheelchair. There's no way he would have done this. To consider cooperation with Perkisian army to protect his school. I mean, makes sense. Like, at the end of it, like, if he was an educator, like, you're gonna do what you can to protect your kids. You know? Even if it means, like, giving up your own morals for, like, a hot second of, like, I will never be a military apologist or whatever. truth sayer or what have you. Like, he just wants his kids protected. I don't think he killed him, but that doesn't count him out of maybe being an accomplice. Potentially, depending on how deep it goes. It might have just been like wrong place, wrong time type of thing, or the nation is trying to use him as a martyr. School Emma now decided protective hideout for combat activities. You know, library to complete autonomous. So to keep the lessons going as a department, we ensure your children's safety at Prava Secondary School. It's one of the highest value assets we have, and will not give it up because of a menacing war that is designed to frighten us and keep us from living our lives. We'll know more about the daughter now, because what's her relationship between her being looked after by him and her father? Right. I'm protected for a school. Seriously, things must have been bad, or someone must have been really worried. Okay, I do want to see what is on his phone. Orwell reports you have removed the encryption from Bakay's device. Open sesame. Good work, Agent. This will aid us greatly. Contacts. Okay, we have Raban's phone number. We have Melissa's. Who is Melissa? He's got 2 phone calls the same day. That's one long-ass phone number. You can track Raban's Bart's calls. Ooh, he's getting a call. Ooh.
Karen, my love.
Hey.
Having a good day?
Yeah. So far so good. I called to tell you I'll be home late today. I'm sorry.
Again? They don't pay you enough for all the time you give them.
It's not about payment, and you know that. These people rely on me. They need me.
Yeah? Well, I need my wife at home with me some of the time. Am I asking for too much?
Raban, not so long ago you were among them. You have been in their position.
Yes, I know that. So was Ilya, so were the others.
Karen,
Yet
wife?
none of us were national soldiers responsible for invading and ravaging countries. If it weren't for them driving refugees out in the first place, why, we wouldn't need these camps.
This again? We talked about this multiple times.
I'm well aware that this extra time you spend there is for her, isn't it?
Okay, phone numbers.
Raban, she is... I'm worried, that's all. She's more reclusive now than ever. Something isn't right.
One more reason to avoid her.
You want me to cherry pick who deserves my assistance and who doesn't? All people get the same treatment, the same attention. That's my mandate. I thought you loved that about me.
I do. You're right. Of course you are. You always are. I'm sorry.
It's okay. So, are you good with me getting home late tonight then?
I am.
Thank you.
I will be waiting for you.
No, don't wait. It might get late.
Well, I can hardly go anywhere else.
You shouldn't say things like that. Anyway, I'll talk to you later.
See you.
No, I love you. No, I love you. No, I love you, sir. My wife. My beloved wife. Makes you wonder how much it feels to be married to this guy. Okay, stop showing your prejudice, ma'am. 2 dead after an explosion. Charged at Steligan University in Bonton. These 2 people dead, 3 injured. Once again, a letter has been received just before the crime. Hurt on campus. 2 people were killed. Further, 3 severely injured. City admin. A non-letter just minutes prior to the detonation. German folk songs. The thoughts are free, exactly like the letter received before the assault on Freedom Plaza yesterday. We will inform you about the details. Okay. Yeah, I'll go back to the transcript. It was the army of the nation invaded and ravaged. Okay, I'm not gonna... What were we looking at before? Oh, we were looking at the phone. Okay. Contacts. Office Central. Spyberden. Okay, haha. Who's Rennet? Who's this guy? The very interesting photo. Warning, I fear that my cover might have blown. I suspect Rabonvart to be behind it. If this is true, this could be seriously hurt us. Moving to a secret location or to conceal my whereabouts. Went into hiding as planned. So you mean hiding? You mean voluntarily? There's no plan which includes going and hiding. The office about him supposedly having been revealed. Last 24 hours. Current location. Prava is in a former hotel in Peculiar. Why is he hiding out there? Rather, from whom? Raban? We'll retrieve Oleg Bouquet once we have a clear picture as to why he had gone missing in the first place and what that call meant. Listen, like, we're just uploading what you want. Yeah, I want to know more as to why. Safe country. Assigned to our outer mountain camp. Only way I ever hope is our social work. Maybe he's assigned social worker. Do you find this as odd as I do? I mean, no. It's not necessarily Stockholm syndrome, but still, like... PPV, crime statistics continue to get faked. Haha, haha, call them out. Real criminals. Secretary. Okay, headlines. Ooh, people are mad. Tell us the truth about what happened to Oleg. He's being attacked about him allegedly threatening. The hell? Attacked about him being allegedly threatened. Because there's some things like I feel like I don't need to add, like if it already like is like I think because there's like multiple avenues to getting a certain piece. I feel pity for Var. I don't. Well, that sounds like a you problem, man. Maybe you should have some like empathy. Maybe you should practice empathy. Ooh, left parties for the nations to find work. Go where the nation, that pitiful stretch of land? Never. Back in 2003. Okay. Should we keep that Oleg left Parges for the nation, or that he despises the nation? Because it's a conflict. We can only keep one. I'm trying to think of, like... I'm thinking that, like, we spin it to have it be... I want to keep him disrespecting the nation because drama. Me too. And kind of like make it like he was like almost like he was forced to do that somehow. I mean, I can also believe this statement of like, oh, maybe he left Parges for the nation to find work because he wants to support his daughter, so he's doing it begrudgingly. Oh, wrong profile. No wonder he doesn't look happy in any of his photos. Doesn't exactly account for his loyalty to us. Well, there could be two truths, ma'am. Forces of the true Parges. We don't have any other call signs. I also want to know her reaction. That's valid. So I will therefore consider our options to how to protect the school. That one we already have on there. Have that one in there. I think that might be helpful. Harris fits the picture, ma'am. Calm down. Ooh, users, creator, lead editor, co-founder. Signed off pending article. May change to donations plugin. Change header image on profile page. Pending article drafts. Okay. Oh, wait. Can we... How do we get into... How do we get into his phone? But I want... Oh, because we can listen to the call. I like that portrait. That's a nice portrait. Records of attendance. Insert a date. This call to take to the streets. Thinking like maybe we had a date, because we could put a date in here, but the only date we have is this one. No attendance record for that date. Okay, so we'll need to grab a date elsewhere. Things that we can add to the list. Caveman proposing to cave woman named Karen. I had to. Yeah. Karen be wife. Me with Karen. Karen want husband. Do you like the deeper we dig, the more we uncover? Right. Yeah. I like games like this. Like, I'm trying to be, like, as, I'm trying to be not picky, but picky of, like, what we include, because I'm not sure, like, what's gonna be worth adding. Adding the new photo. Sure, let's add this, why not? How much shelter at the school seems a bit overprotective to me, if then again, considering he thought about getting the army for protection, this pales in comparison. New document. Unsung hero. There's him in his wheelchair. Efficient. Caveman be husband, Karen be wife. The end. Karen in the corner. My brother is a hero. Log for a while. For my most previous troublesome journey. Robin ran out of the shed and saved these children from certain vet in his hellish attack. So why would he kill others while risking his own? I see why his followers treat him like almost like a religious figure. Well, Agent, I think it's become clear already that Rabban is the only shadow of a former self. His actions today are what matters. I don't buy that, but okay. Never would have thought you'd go this far. I always knew you were crazy, but kidnapping a soldier just to get some PR for your dumb blog is completely mad. Not responsible for the disappearance of Oleg Bakay, says No Man's Angel aim for season. Believe he was involved in the horrid attack on my school back in 2010. Oh, do we have a date? This would be a strong motive. We're solely what Robin believes, though. We need to clarify whether these are more hints of Bakay being involved in this. I know that he was one of the people in charge during the Prava school attack, but we don't know. We need to go get Oleg, though. He did not let his daughter attend that day. Oh shit. Okay, we need to find the contradicting piece of evidence, though. FBT should pay for this. Is it responsible for horrific attack? Not the FTP. National Beholder is nothing but a lying, manipulative, brainwashing machine. In reality, it was the military bombardment that wounded me severely. Oh, so this is the contradiction. So this is the contradiction. Lost his ability to walk due to being buried under concrete blocks as consequence of military bombing of his school in Prava. Oh, we don't know yet. Oh, wait, these are two different things. We don't know yet. Oh, informed ourselves well. We got an achievement. Cool. Initiated by the FTP, caused the school's principal to be buried. Also, you're being buried under concrete blocks. Military bombing. And walked due to being buried under concrete after an FTP attack. FTP is who again? Who injured on this date? Okay. Wait, we have a date now. We have a date. Hold on, we have a date. We have a date. No, she was there. The child was there. The daughter was there. Date with Cave Karen. Was present on the day the school was attacked. So there's no way. Like, why? I mean, I can see the argument either way if he's brainwashed. Okay, so we're gonna... So he must have forgotten what had happened. Like that's not true. Wrong profile. That's wild. Wait a second. If McKay's daughter was present, he certainly wasn't involved in the attack. With Vart as their caretaker, he must have been aware, meaning there must be more behind Vart's threat. FTP. Who is FTP? I don't remember. Who the fuck is the FTP? Forces of True Parges. So if he was already in... military bombardment that wounded me severely. Oh, okay, so we're gonna believe what he says, because he wrote this back in 2012. I'm more likely to believe that versus this. I wonder if this has, like, different endings based on how you give info and put info together. Turkey's army, this indicates that McKay might indeed be involved in this attack. We've sufficiently proven McKay to be involved in the attack on Bart's school. Bart knows about it. He's already stated he believes McKay has something to do with it. He must be out for revenge. Oh, dang. We should have gone with the other one. That's my bad. Oopsies. I want to keep the story straight. That's my bad. McKay kept his role in this from all this time. He's not doing any favor. There'll be consequences. Damn, that's my bad on my part. Oopsies. Oops. By the way, however, Bart was able to contact. Ooh, yeah, we have to figure out how he contacted him. Ooh, but we do need to put this in here. Trying to warn that Var had compromised his cover. How could Var have done that? How did he know? Keep looking for an answer. Who is Melissa? That's my question. Who's Melissa? Just give me the tea. Sure, let's upload the new portrait, why not? How would he have been able to make contact? I wish we could add stuff about, like, the other people involved. That would make me very happy. Yeah, let's tune into the phone call. Oh, Raban's calling Vart.
Vart speaking.
Brother?
Oh, hey, Raban. I didn't expect you to call. I'm getting ready for work. I have no idea what's going on with the donations. I swear they were working, and I haven't changed anything in the back end.
Forget the donations. I need your abilities as my co-writer. You must write me an article.
Right now? Is it important?
It is.
What do you want me to write about?
There has been a second assault in Bonton, at Stelligan University.
Another one? Oh, wow. They really have got a situation here, don't they?
We need to cover it. Draw attention to how the government is failing its people.
I'm not quite sure if I'll be able to pull it off at work. I feel like they're watching me already.
Do you stand with me, brother? Or has the nation's corruption and wealth finally swayed your sympathies?
Raban, I stand with you. I've told you this.
Then I have faith in you, brother.
Are you preparing a statement about these threats? This has to stop. Are you gonna say something?
Yes.
Ah, great. Finally.
And it is going to be the most remarkable statement I have ever made. The destruction of the cooperation between Cassett and Blaine.
Destruction?
All time.
How?
Patience, brother. It won't be long now. Take care of the article.
Okay, I will do my best to get it done for you. Give me about an hour for the draft. I'll put it in the back end.
Good. I'll be waiting. Until later.
Yeah. Until then.
Interesting. Okay. Aims to destroy the cooperation between Cassart and Blaine. Okay, now I don't know, like, Raban is definitely up to something, but I don't think he committed the crime. I don't think he did the deed. There physically is no way he did the deed. Got a little hubris going, haven't we? No such thing will happen. Cassart and Blaine working together is the best thing that could happen to Parges. Why destroy it? Immigration database, okay. Social security number. Oh, netbook. Date of registration, we have another date. I'll be able to get a glimpse directly into the lines and probably useful data on our targets. Another date. The safety bill came into effect. Bad timing from their point of view, I guess. Pictures. Bravo secondary rugby team. Was a rugby coach. Wait. Hold on. This is where bro's hiding now. Hold on. Wait a second. Hold on. Why can't I do anything? What? Bro knows where bro's hiding. There's a camera in here. Oh shit. Huh. Dr. Cassart directly didn't inform us. Damn it, I'll have to assume this shows disloyalty toward us, otherwise we would have reported that in. Okay, deal. Cooperate with Oleg Bakay at a school? What is happening? What is going on? Some kind of deal at Vart's school. Strongly backs the Bakay of being involved in the attack on the school. Aww. Bot is thickening. Let's see what's in your trash. A token of my appreciation for your blog. Raban, I found something you might be very interested in. Operation Flying Dog. Oh man, Percoleaks. It's not percolating. It's Percoleaks. Why isn't this in the? Why isn't this in control or an Alan Wake? Knowledge is power. We give the power back to the people. Operation Flying Dog is a document about how the Pergesian soldier Oleg Bakay was arrested by soldiers of the nation after an incident during the Civil War, only to be released again and placed as a spy within the Pergesian. Oh, we're shook. Oh, we're shook. Oh, we're so shook. But do we give this to Karen, our boss? Do we give this to her, though? I don't think that's a... Actually, fuck it. We're gonna give it to her. Yeah, you decide, because... You decide what to do with this information, ma'am. I knew he must have been revealed. This changes everything. If Bakay's secret is out there, then that's how Vart came across all the info. I played a role in the call. According to what you found on Oleg Bakay, it appears that he has revealed himself on purpose, potentially to cause damage to us. Database classified media. Ooh. Oh shit, we can upload documents. Fun. Okay, go back to his computer. Digging through this document, they're using a phone number. Your fan, David Johns. That's probably a fake. Cade protected offices out there. This cannot be happening. The Silver Bond reached him, and who knows how many others have this info now. This is a complete disaster. Gathered all we need. I will get an intervention team from a local base near Prava to go and look for Bouquet. They're on their way. Now let me try and make sense of everything we gather. I need to decide how we should approach this. Raban was a school principal back in Prava, Parges. He's also a teacher of Oleg Bouquet's daughter, who went to find in a Parkesian army. School was bombarded by military fighter. Vart managed to save the students by leading them to the shelter he built, but he lost the ability to walk. Based on the info we collected, it's possible Bouquet was involved in the attack somehow. It's also possible that Vart learned about it and plotted revenge. We've been aware of his involvement in the act towards aggression towards the school, who never had recruited him. Now Bouquet is hiding out somewhere in Prava for whatever reason. Is it the theory of the situation we're facing? We'll make sure to deal with it accordingly. Commander team is in place. I'm switching over to command. I'll let you listen via the listener tool. Yeah, I want to upload sensitive info.
Echo 1 reporting. Come in, Command.
Commander's reading you.
We have arrived at the
Not
designated
expecting your voice to
location.
sound like that.
What is it like?
Sorry, Command. I don't quite follow.
The location? Tell me what you see.
Looks like ruins of a school that has been hit by a large explosive. Possibly an airstrike. Maybe artillery fire.
It's a school.
Can you traverse the ruins?
Affirmative. But the damage is catastrophic. Are you sure the target is around?
Absolutely. Move in and keep me posted at all times. Describe to me everything you see.
Understood. Echo Squad, move in. Entering primary hallway now. The hallway has been severely damaged. You can see the sky right through multiple stories. Some parts are completely caved in. Proceed with caution, Echo Squad. The damage definitely originated some time ago. There's vegetation spreading all over the place. There are some adjacent rooms that seem rather intact. Echo 2, Echo 4, clear them. Rooms are clear. Lots of bags lying around. There
Body
were
bags?
still some geometrical drawings on the chalkboard. The place was clearly left in a hurry. Moving into the next corridor.
Corridor.
There's... Oh, shit!
What is it?
Part of the ceiling gave way. Nearly hit one of our operatives. Status, Echo Squad. Dust off.
Ugh. Can you proceed?
Affirmative.
Do it.
Roger. Moving on now.
I'm with suspense.
Status?
All clear. No traces of the target. Some doors are blocked by debris, but there's zero chance they have been opened recently.
Listen, I need you to find the target person. He is around.
There's a basement stairwell that we haven't checked yet. Moving there now. Watch your corners, Echo Squad.
Her name is Ampleford, not Roger. Roger, Roger.
Not much left here either. The projectile went right through half the building like a hot knife through butter. Hate to say it, but we may be out of luck. Wait, found something. There's a hatch leading further down. Looks used recently.
Finally, proceed.
Affirmative.
They're gonna hear you're coming, man.
This is the school's library. Still intact. Someone put a lot of effort into turning this into some sort of autonomous bomb shelter. And they succeeded. Even the power is still on.
The bunker.
From what I can tell, this thing even has working surveillance cams on the walls.
Huh. Peculiar. Maybe Bouquet is able to use them. Proceed with caution.
Definitely wouldn't want to. Movement! Get down! Get down! Echo Squad, contain the target!
It's the target. It has to be.
Oleg Bouquet, we know you're here. There is no way out of this shelter. Throw your weapons into the middle of the room and come out from your position with your hands on your head. Visual on target. Identity confirmed. It is Oleg Bouquet. Your order.
Bouquet has been proven to be a traitor to the office. He is a liability as long as he is alive. terminate him.
Girl.
Report in.
Target down. Oleg Bakay is dead.
Very well. Mission accomplished. Make sure the area is secure, then disengage.
Understood. Echo Squad, move out!
Oh, damn. Can we upload it? Wait, can we upload the call? I would like to upload this call. Sorry if I shocked you there, Bakay endangered our efforts and our other agents by extension. Even you, we can't tolerate that. We have warned you beforehand, but I feared you have second thoughts. We must not hinder by emotions. You will learn what it means to be part of the office. Take it as your first lesson. With time, you will... What, the bastard? The people's voice. Raban Vart is streaming right now. You need to see this. Fulfill the prophecy. Oh, shit. I didn't get to stream in time. No pending article draft. Oh, we missed it.
My dear followers, yes, this is exactly what you think it is. I found Oleg Bakay.
We could have stopped it, but we
What you
didn't
see
have
before
the
you is an
ability to
image
share the
obtained
photo.
from a surveillance camera feed from the ruins of my old school, showing him among soldiers of the nation. These highly trained professionals cowardly shot him, a soldier in service of the Pagesian army, while he was hiding away from
Get their
them.
ass.
Now, as shocking as that image may be to you, the heinous nature of the national government is laid bare before you. Through their propaganda machine called the National Beholder, they dared to make their false allegations against me and the people's voice as a whole. They claimed I'd be responsible for Bakay's disappearance, when it was them all along. But why would they murder a fellow soldier when President Kassat and Prime Minister Blaine are such close friends, you might ask? Oleg Bakay was the person responsible for the attack on Prava Secondary, the school I have been principal of a long time ago. And they knew it. They knew the moment he'd turn up dead, everyone would blame me. They took a life, only to shut me up once and for all.
This shit.
But the people's voice cannot be silenced. So what is there to do for you, my dear followers, against the oppressive force of the national government and the Kassat regime? Do not listen to their corrupt and manipulative media outlets. Do not fail to remind Kassat what has transpired here today. Do not let them sweep this under the carpet, to pass the buck, to influence you with such outrageously false information, to take a life to manipulate your thoughts. Or you may be next. Stand up for your rights
we didn't
and
have
resist
the ability
Kassat.
to share that
Resist
info
Blaine.
with our boss.
Let's retake our country from President Puppet.
Where do you get those pictures? Oh no, the surveillance cameras. This is with severe repercussions. I fear we will have some more containment to do. Even though we are facing a lot of trouble, you have done well. For now, you may complete your work for today. Click on the door icon in the upper right corner of your screen. I will be seeing you tomorrow. Yeah, we didn't have the ability to do anything about it. Well, that was interesting. That was fun. I am definitely gonna try. I think I'm gonna get the first game. I think I'm gonna buy it because I wanna just play it for myself. Not because like it doesn't necessarily lead. It might provide some more context of like what's going on, but it doesn't necessarily. It's gonna be like slightly different. I think it's more spying on like average citizens and stuff, which I thought this would be about that, but this is still cool regardless. Yeah, it's called Orwell Ignorance is Strength. It's been... Y'all voted on it. Y'all voted for us to play it, so I appreciate that. Okay. Yeah, it's very it's very interesting to watch this while also knowing what is going on in like actual society right now, and knowing that like at least the United States, they're trying to suppress the media and how we get our information, and raids happening and trying to control the narrative. So it's very interesting to play a game like this and be like, huh, interesting, because this is kind of what's happening right now. So very, and this game came out, second game came out in 2018. First game came out in 2016. So even though it's like 8 years later, still very pertinent to what's happening today. So I'm glad we got to play it. Again, thank you all for voting on this game. I might change the stream schedule a little bit so we could play more of this like maybe on Monday instead of Spiritfarer, because this game's a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. So I think we might play more of this on Monday. And then we will do Frostpunk on Tuesday, DBD on Friday, and then pending Sarah's schedule, we'll do Great Ace next Saturday. Sound like a plan, man? I hope so. We are gonna rate on it out. However, it's time to do the rating things. It's time to go enjoy our weekend. We are gonna rate on over to Jessie Puff, who is celebrating her affiliate anniversary and her birthday. So we're going to rate on over to her, who is doing the wonderful birthday affiliate anniversary shenanigans. So if you like what she's up to, please drop a follow on her channel. I am sure she'll appreciate it. And then I will see you all on Monday after the convention. I'm very, very excited to share with all of you all the wonderful things that will happen. Keep an eye out in the Discord for for like pictures and stuff like that. I did post the cosplay that I'm going to be wearing tomorrow, so I hope you enjoy. With that, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I will see you all real soon. My name is Aaron Gray, Core Streamer, signing off.